I'm Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed there are lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear, we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. Roane County Raider football is on the air. Stay tuned for all the exciting play-by-play action coming up next. Roane County High School football is brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Penna's Barbershop, Roane General Hospital, Route 33 Steakhouse, and La Finca Mexican Restaurant, McIntosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, Joel Baker Law, PLLC, APS, Air Production and Service, Inc., Old Fences Realty, Stats Pharmacy, Richard's Lawn and Garden, Miller's Suds and Sales, Anita Harold Ashley for Circuit Judge, Phoenix Nutrition, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Filter Supply, Family Health Care, Groves Auto, Ford Depew Realty, Norman L. Daniels, State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Josh Downey for Circuit Judge, ECI Environmental Compliance, Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Minnie Hamilton Health System, Boca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, INS, Intelligent Network Security, Rich Top Rentals, Spencer Cash Saver, Brandon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Herbie Insurance, Philip Deaver for Roane County Sheriff, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. And now, we take you to the press box. Here's your Raider broadcast crew: Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 11, the final week of the regular season of high school football across the great state of West Virginia. Yes, here we are once again staring down this final Friday night of high school football for yet another regular season that has passed in what feels like the blink of an eye. The season always moves too quickly for players, coaches, and fans alike. And as we bear down on 7 p.m. one more time, reality will hit many across the state. There are 102 high school football programs in the Mountain State in the 3-class system we currently utilize. There are undoubtedly many, many seniors on those 102 rosters. Of those programs, some are already guaranteed at least one more game under the lights, in the playoffs. Others remain alive for a potential playoff spot with a win. What that leaves is plenty of football programs who will or have already suited up for the final time in 2023. The final football game of a senior's career can be incredibly emotional. For the vast majority of players, this will be the last time ever to pad up, tighten the helmets, pull on the jersey, and compete. High school football brings a certain finality not experienced in other sports, and for anyone who has stood on the field or sat in the locker room after the final scoreboard strikes zero, the moment hits harder than any opponent could ever. To those senior players across the state, thank you for giving all you had to this wonderful game. In Spencer, West Virginia, there is a team who will not hang them up after tonight. In fact, quite the opposite. Roane County just happens to be one of those teams who have already guaranteed a playoff game. And with a win tonight, yet another home playoff game for the second consecutive season. Last week, the Raiders saw a 20-game regular season winning streak come to an end, and they reacted just as a fan of the Raider program has come to expect, by getting back to work. They know the stakes tonight, and they know the goals are in front of them, not in the rearview mirror. This Raider team is just built different. They have never let the moment or the game become too large or too important. The lights have never shone too bright. All because of a simple motto: stay humble, stay hungry, and continue to work to be 1-0 each week. This Raider team has now been in the big games. They have been tested in tough situations. They know how to win under pressure. Most importantly, they have not once written off an opponent on the schedule. This Raider team has attacked each week with ferocity on the field in practice, in the weight room, and in the hours of film study required to know each opponent as best they can. What this entire fan base and the rest of the state have begun to realize is exactly what this team knew about itself all along. The 2023 Roane County Raiders are good. The question, however, asked by the players and the coaches alike, even as we enter this monumental Friday night, is just how good are we? Ladies and gentlemen, as the lights shine brightly in New Cumberland, West Virginia tonight, we are minutes away from answering that question one more time in the regular season. Roane County, say it with me. It's time to kick the tires and light the bonfires. It's time for Raider football. Live from the campus of Glen High School, we welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's live coverage of your Roane County Raiders. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome high above the field here at Oak Glen High School as we get set for the final the final regular season football game of the 2023 campaign for both Roane County and Oak Glen. Alongside the rest of the crew, Lauren Randall with us as the studio tech back at WVRC headquarters. Joe McDonald from A&M Digital Technologies providing the graphics, the scoreboards, the instant replays. Katie White, our camera person, Matt White, our statistician, John Penna, my color commentator, and Swolby, who's with us as well. My name is Andrew Miller, and we are ready to go here for the final game of the regular season. John, obviously, Roane County knows that we're going to be in the playoffs. The question is where we're going to be, so you got to take care of the business at hand here tonight before you worry about any of that stuff. There'll be a 3-hour, 4-hour bus ride home for the coaches and the kids to figure that out. You got to take care of business here against a team in Oak Glen, obviously, that has been struggling this year. They get it done on the ground when they do get it done, so they're really kind of one-dimensional. They've struggled with injuries this year, John. They're just 22 on the roster. You look at all that stuff, and it's easy to overlook a team. This is not the kind of Roane County team that overlooks people, though.
Yeah, Roane County's motto has been for the last 3 years is 1-0, and that's what Coach Burdett is going to do here tonight. He's going to come out here and play Raider football and understand that this is a dangerous team here. They're athletic, they're physical from what I've seen on the film. They like to get after it. And they would like nothing more than to knock off the Raiders and make us slide down a little bit in that playoff bracket.
Well, I can remember years ago when Roane County was dangerous with 22, 23 players on the roster. And if you're down there, I was earlier, John, I look across the way. There's some big boys. There's some very well put together athletes over on that side. So, again, Roane County on paper is the favorite. They've got to go out with that mentality that we just got to take care of us. And Coach Burdett mentioned that when I spoke to him. You'll hear about it here in a little bit. He said, we're focused on what we do and what we need to do to get to where we want to go. And he said all the rest of that stuff will take care of itself.
Yeah, Roane County coming off of the loss last week, this group of kids understands what's in front of them. They've played a lot of football throughout their life, and they understand that they've got to get through this one to set themselves up for a nice playoff run. We should be at home. I mean, it's pretty much a given that we'll be at home next week for the first round of the playoffs. But we've got to play our game here tonight, and we've got to really execute and not put ourselves in position to maybe get dinged up or get hurt. Get out here with the win, and like you said, it's a long bus ride home for us to figure out who's going to be coming to County Stadium next week.
Well, you look at the opponents on the schedule for Oak Glen, and you think to yourself, oh, they have played a pretty tough schedule. It led off with Weir, who is probably going to host a playoff game in Class AA. You follow that up with St. Mary's, who is definitely going to be playing off in Class Single A. And then you get a couple of schools from the Ohio area that we just don't know much about in Edison and Toronto. Berkeley Springs, we know, has struggled. That's the one win on the schedule for Oak Glen, but they did take care of business in that game with a shutout, 42-0. Robert C. Byrd's kind of an enigma this year, even though they've struggled where they are. They're in the Big Ten. That could be a tough program. And then you look down the schedule at Brook out of AAA, East Liverpool, Ohio as well, and then Cameron, who is ranked in Class Single A. So this is a team that has played a rough schedule.
Yeah, not an easy game on the schedule for the Golden Bears. And Roane County has we played them last season. They made the long haul to Roane County last year, but a team that has played a tough schedule like that, you look for them to get better throughout the season, but very tough to do when you have a lot of injuries like you talked about earlier.
Well, if you look at Roane County's schedule, they have not played a cupcake schedule themselves. Shady Spring fighting for a possible playoff berth. Clay County fighting for a playoff berth. Lewis County, wow, that is a shocker of a team. Mingo Central, North Marion back-to-back. So it's not been easy for the Raiders, although at times they have made it look easy. Matt White, this is two teams, by the way, who will try to do it on the ground. Roane County on the season has rushed this year for 2,485 yards of offense. And it isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe just 5 or 6 that can run the football.
Yeah, Roane County comes out with a lot of different options in the backfield. You've got, B. Rich, you've got Lane, you've got Clay, you've been getting some carries to Sawyer Hunt, who's been a gem this year in his senior campaign. Coben Cottrell's getting some carries, getting a lot of touches. You're seeing Jacob Greathouse maturing at the quarterback spot, very heady guy. For Oak Glen, I mean, it all goes through the ground on them as well. 1,099 yards as a team this season, 11 touchdowns. They've only thrown the ball a few times. They've only completed 17, but for only 83 yards. So they're going to have to look to get something moving on the ground. They're going to look for the running back and do-it-all guy for them, Anthony Burt. He's a 5'8", 160-pound senior. He's a running back. He leads the team in carries, 237 yards and 3 scores. Leading receiver as well with 8 catches and 51. So look for the Golden Bears to try to get it into Mr. Burt's hands.
Well, I'm sure that Roane County and Coach Matt Peary, the defensive coordinator, no problems with not seeing a heavy passing attack this week after what we had to witness against the North Marion Huskies last week. It's Roane County and Oak Glen getting set to square off here from New Cumberland, West Virginia, the almost northernmost point here in West Virginia. I think Chester may be a little bit further up there. I'll check with Katie after we go to a break. More pregame coverage after these messages, including the Coach's Quarter interview with head coach Paul Burdett. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia, to expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration. Contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
Home, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
We welcome you back to Oak Glen High School. We are high above the field here in this really nice press box. Boy, what a facility. When we were talking as we got here, it's a very nice facility, 3 separate huge bays up here in the press box. We have an entire area to ourselves, and it's going to be a gorgeous place to broadcast the game. Let's hope for Roane County it's going to be a nice game to watch. To do that, we had to speak with Coach Paul Burdett before the game and see what his thoughts were coming into this final game of the regular season. Welcome back, folks. Standing here in the end zone in week number 11, the final regular season game for this Roane County team. Coach Burdett, we already know that Roane County is into the playoffs. The question remains is what the position will be and who the opponent will be after this night. So you guys got a lot to think about here tonight only in taking care of business against a team in Oak Glen that you mentioned Wednesday night. They've struggled this year, but sometimes those are the teams that are very, very dangerous, especially on their home turf.
Yeah, Oak Glen's got a lot of good-looking athletes, and they got guys on film that do things really well, Drew. And they're 1-8, and they have absolutely 0 to lose here tonight, 0. And you just don't know what you're going to get from a team like that if they packed it in or they willing to come out and give you everything they got. As Coach got them on board and devised something sneaky that nobody's seen yet. They did have a bye week before they played us, so you just don't know. But we got to come out and take care of business tonight and put ourselves in a position that we want to be in. And then the rest of the stuff will have to take care of itself. That's not up to us.
Again, you've got a group of guys who they don't worry about the opponent much. They worry about what they're supposed to do game in and game out. That may come in extremely handy here tonight again because you're going to have to go off the fly some as far as what the schemes will be for offense and defense for Oak Glen. This group is a very mature group. We've talked about that throughout the year, but they are very experienced when it comes to the game of football.
Yeah, they are. They know the game and they understand what it takes when they walk out on the field each and every time. Just a great group of guys, but we've got business to take care of here tonight, and we got to be focused and ready to go at 7 o'clock.
Coach, long road trip up here, does that have any effect on your guys at all?
Well, you just never know. I hope not. We tried to break it up as best we could so we wasn't sitting on the bus for 2-3 hours straight. But we got here early enough, and they got to get out and move around and get themselves energized and ready to go. So hopefully at kickoff, they're where they need to be.
Well, Coach, you've obviously made it through this regular season relatively unscathed. Obviously, Shea out in that first game. I see some guys with some jerseys on and some street clothes here tonight. But other than a couple of JV guys and Shea, it looks like you guys are still healthy coming into this final week of the season.
Yeah, overall, we've been very fortunate and blessed, and hopefully that continues here tonight. Really like to be able to go out and put our best foot forward next week with everybody healthy. So it's a big deal to get in here and get our job done and be healthy.
Well, Coach, you're just about 45 minutes away from getting that started with an opportunity to go 1-0 for the final time in the regular season in 2023. We wish you guys the best of luck.
Thanks, Drew. We appreciate it.
Hey, Coach Paul Burdett, more pregame coverage in just a moment.
Message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Don't get sidelined with a toothache. Practice daily preventive dental care by brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, and obtain regular professional dental care at least twice a year. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental, 304-927-2775.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC. We welcome you high above the field here at Oak Glen High School, Roane County and Oak Glen. The Raiders 8-1, looking to finish out the regular season at 9-1 and earn a home game in the first round of the playoffs for Oak Glen, a chance to pull the upset special on the Roane County team. Let's take a look at the starting lineups on both sides. Let's get it started on offense for the Golden Bears.
Up front here for Oak Glen at the left tackle spot, 6'3", 240-pound sophomore Noah Schmidt. Left guard, 5'9", 180-pound junior Sam Wright. The center, 5'11", 220-pound senior Xavier Howard. The right guard, 5'9", 190-pound junior Evan Clouston. And the right tackle, 6'2", 225-pound sophomore Cameron Hebrock. The tight end this evening will be the 6'3", 230-pound senior Alex Dennis. The wideout, the senior, 5'11", 180-pound Tyler Mozingo. The backfield, you're going to see in a fullback spot, the 5'8", 155-pound sophomore Devin Hustock. The wing back, 5'7", 135 senior Aiden Flowers. And the lead back, 5'8", 160-pound senior Anthony Burt. And commanding this offense for the Golden Bears, 6'1", 175-pound sophomore Logan Murray.
Roane County's defense has been great all year, notwithstanding last week's tough loss, 47-26. They're going to try to slow down this running attack for Oak Glen. On the outside is Coben Cottrell, one defensive end, the junior, 6'2", 220 pounds. Andy Jetton on the other side, the senior, 5'11", 175 pounds. Your defensive tackles, Noah Jett, coming off of perhaps his best game defensively of the season, 6'2", 270 junior, and Jacob Bunner, the senior, 6'2", 285. Along the linebacking core for Roane County, Sawyer Hunt made a long trip today from Indianapolis, Indiana, to be here tonight. That young man is committed in multiple ways to multiple things. 6'1", 165 senior on the outside. The other outside backer, Lane Watson, leading this team in tackles, 6'2", 210, and a junior. Clay Walker in the middle, 5'9", 195, and he is a junior. Your corners tonight, Brody Proctor, the freshman at the nickel corner position, 5'8", 150, and Chad Fleroy Blosser, 5'10", 130, and he is a junior. Jacob Greathouse at one safety, the sophomore, is 5'9", goes 145 pounds, and Brandon Richardson, the senior, 5'7", 160 pounds.
Hey, this Golden Bears defense, you're going to see a lot of 4- and 5-man fronts trying to stop this Roane County rushing attack. Across the front line, you got the two defensive ends, 5'11", 220-pound senior Xavier Howard and 6'3", 230-pound senior Alex Dennis. Clogging up the middle, the 6'2", 225-pound sophomore Cameron Hebrock and the 5'9", 245-pound sophomore Brendan Friend. The linebacking core for Oak Glen on the outside, 5'9", 180-pound junior Sam Wright, and the other outside backer, 6', 205-pound junior Greg Sowers. In the middle, 5'9", 190-pound junior Evan Clouston. The secondary, out on the corners, you've got 5'11", 180-pound senior Tyler Mozingo and 6'1", 175-pound sophomore Logan Murray. The two safeties, the 5'7", 135-pound senior Aiden Flowers and 5'8", 160-pound senior Anthony Burt.
Along the front line offensively for Roane County, the Raider offense goes as they go. The left tackle is Tyson Freeland, the junior, having a great junior season. Really has done a great job of preparing himself for the start role on both sides of the football. He's a 6'2", 255-pound junior. Speaking of preparing themselves, a couple of young sophomores. Hogan Greathouse at left guard, 5'10", 235. In the center is Colton Elliott, also a sophomore, at 5'9", 230 pounds. Jacob Bunner, the anchor on the right side. The guard is a senior, 6'2", 285 pounds. And Noah Jett, the right tackle, the junior, 6'2", 270. Tight end is Coben Cottrell, 6'2", 220-pound junior. The wideout, Sawyer Hunt, 6'1", 165-pound senior. We may see both of them in the backfield at some point tonight. The regular backs, Clay Walker, the 5'9", 195-pound junior skid steer, leads this team in pancake blocks. Lane Watson, a 6'2", 210-pound halfback junior, and Brandon Richardson, who just went over 1,000 yards for his senior campaign last week, 5'7", 160-pound senior. Your quarterback, the sophomore, Jacob Greathouse, 5'9", 145 pounds. Roane County and Oak Glen, the captains meeting at midfield. The Raiders will go with the white jerseys here tonight on the road. The maroon pants with Raiders down the sides in white, trimmed out in charcoal and white. And the very bright maroon helmets with the Raider R on both sides and the white piping down the middle. Maroon numbers, maroon letters, Roane across the chest in all caps. Powder blue, is that correct, John?
Yes,
Powder
sir.
blue for Oak Glen jerseys wise, with white on everything else. Pants and helmets, OG in the powder blue, trimmed out in gold on the helmets. And they've got white numbers, white letters trimmed out in gold. And it looks as if the Golden Bears won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. So Old Faithful here, John. Roane County will take over to begin.
Just what Coach Burdett loves to do. Receive the ball, go on offense first, try to get his guys out in front with a lead. Going to be a good game here this evening. What a trip, what a nice facility, and a way to end your regular season off and prepare for the playoffs.
We'll take a look at the coaching matchups. Unfortunately for me, where I go for that Oak Glen doesn't have any listed for their coaching staff this year. It's an error message showing. So Coach Paul Burdett, of course, in year number 13, his first loss since 2021 last week, but he has mounted a 74-57 record in his 13 seasons on the sideline for Roane County, and he's looking for 75 here tonight. And if that is the case, the Raiders will be checking Tailgate Central tonight all the way home.
I'm going to be checking it all the way through this game as well. I'm going to run that prognosticator thing as quickly as we can find scores.
2 run-heavy teams. The clock may go very quickly here this evening, so a lot of games probably will not be finished up before we even go off the air.
Now, you would think, just looking at the way that these two teams match up, that may be the case. Roane County got to take care of business here. If they do, a lot of prognosticators have Frankfort on the schedule for the postseason. Some have Independence. Wayne has been listed as a possible and potential opponent. And again, none of it matters until you take care of business here tonight. If you do that, then you can worry about all of the extracurriculars.
The SSAC site, Drew, has head coach Doug Taylor listed for Oak Glen in his first season.
So that will be an easy matchup, 1-8 for Coach Taylor. Taking the field, Roane County first, Alex Dennis, the 6'3", 230-pound senior. Couple of big boy kickers here tonight. As Roane County will send Lane Watson, Brandon Richardson back deep to receive. Ball will sail from left to right from our vantage point, high above the field here in the press box. Raiders attacking from right to left in quarter number 1. A very chilly night here in New Cumberland, West Virginia. Do appreciate everyone joining us on all platforms. 104.7 FM, streaming audio at WVRCFM.com, and streaming video audio on both YouTube and on Facebook. And immediately, Roane County has to sub Brandon Richardson out.
Yeah, some issue maybe with his jersey.
And that will bring Garrett Brabham back deep to receive. He'll step up, and this one's sent to the back line. Watson comes up on the run at the 22. He's got nothing but open space. Here goes Lane Watson, the opening kick return for the 6.
Wow, that looked a little too easy. Lane Watson just got his eye on the football, and a nice blocking wall set up. Lane does the rest of the work. Roane County on the board very quick.
Watson untouched. He came up quickly to try to field that in the air. Got it at the 22, and he was at a dead sprint, John. He barely moved left or right. It was just north and south for Watson. An immediate 6 points on the board for the Raiders. Coben Cottrell set to do the kicking. Assistant Coach Cody May out the window to our right. He turns and just shrugs his shoulders. Snap back, the hold down, the kick looks like it's just going to sneak in the upright. It does, and Roane County strikes 13 seconds in. Raiders lead at 7-0.
By Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-go deli sliced meats and cheese. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
Well, it didn't take very long, Matt White, for Roane County to strike here in New Cumberland.
Yeah, Lane Watson takes the opening kick 78 yards to the house. Extra point kick, good. Just 13 seconds off the clock, and Roane County up 7-0.
And that took place, John, with a weird situation right before it.
Yeah, B. Rich, the official was checking with his jersey. I don't know if there was maybe a shoulder pad that wasn't hooked up or something, but looks like B. Rich is going to be out here. And an awesome opening kickoff return for Lane Watson. I bet you Grandma Shelba at home was going crazy there for that one.
So the Raiders will kick off here 13 seconds into the ball game with Coben Cottrell. And I am going to need help, John. Looks like number 1, Logan Murray, back deep.
That number 5, Flowers?
I believe so, Aiden Flowers. I'm going to go with
32. Burt, 32.
Wow. Anthony Burt back deep. It will be Murray. Murray going to take it over towards Roane County sideline. Cut it back now to 25 to the near side. Breaks a tackle at the 30. To the 35 he goes. Out to the 40 before being roped out of bounds by Coben Cottrell. A very nice return from the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, very shifty. A couple Raiders had opportunities there. Didn't wrap them up, but Coben Cottrell gets him corralled on the sideline. Nice job of Coben not maybe belly-to-back suplexing. He had the potential to do it. So Roane County on defense, here we go.
Just about 30 on the return left to right here to begin the opening drive of the offensive series for the Golden Bears. Near side 40-yard line. A wing to the near side, a wide to the near side. Offset in the backfield. Handoff in the backfield. That is number 11, Ethan Hankey, and he is gobbled up deep in the backfield.
Jacob Bunner just owning the line of scrimmage. We talked about this off the air after the Raider review on Wednesday. Size of our interior defensive line is going to be a problem all night here for Glen.
Bunner wanting to come back with a big final game here in the regular season. Again, one of just 4 seniors for Coach Paul Burdett and the Roane County staff. Loss of 5 to the 35, second and 15. Double wing formation. Single back under center is Murray. He'll rotate a man back, looking to throw the football. That one dumped out. They had the play set up nicely. And again, they do not throw the ball much. They had Anthony Burt open, and it just overthrown a little bit by Murray.
Yeah, when you're not used to throwing the football, those you get a little bit of pressure. You get happy feet back there and try to release the ball quickly. Nice job, though, of a play call. That was a very good play call. Roane County not in position. Just thank goodness it was overthrown.
Burt is the main target on both sides if they do throw it or run it. They'll bunch 3 receivers over to the left side. Shotgun for Murray on a 3rd and 15. He'll throw it across on a slant, and that one off of the end of the finger of Flowers. It'll be 4th and 15.
So big stop there by the defense to start their first time.
Not a terrible pass. A little dangerous, though, across that slant route with a lot of Raider bigs on that side. And Roane County will hold 10:46. We have only moved 14 seconds. Sorry, a minute and 14 seconds here in the first. Here is a low kick heading over towards Roane County at the 40-yard line. That one just skipped over the head of the freshman Brody Proctor. Had that hit him, he would have had no clue.
Yeah, no idea. It is good to see Brody out there. Last week he was dinged up. I think it was a hyperextended knee. He didn't play much after the first quarter. So good to see him back out there on defense. Roane County's first opportunity here to have the ball offensively.
27 yards net on the punt. That will flip the field to Roane County's side at the 33. 10:37 mark, first quarter, 7-0 off of the Lane Watson opening kick return for the 78-yard score. Right to left go the Raiders from the near hash. Cottrell split to the far side. That is the right and the wide side of the field. Split back formation. Richardson across in motion to the wide side. He'll take the give to the outside. Richardson looking for the edge at the 40. He'll be run out of bounds just near the yard to reach at the 43. And it looks as though he may, John, be 1 short.
Yep, about a yard short. B-Rich that time gets that handoff quickly, and he really hesitated well enough to let his blockers get out front and pick up what he could.
A good lead block there by Sawyer.
2nd down 1 at the 42 of Roane County. Greathouse backing away from the line. He'll move Clay Walker to a wing. Twin receivers far side. Here's the pitch, and this one looked like it was going to be a double reverse. Now pitched away from Watson and stolen away, and Oak Glen is going to score. That should have just been a dead play for the Raiders. Watson, for some reason, John, decided he wanted to continue to try to get that to Brandon Richardson, and he was not going to get it to him. Stepping in front was Cameron Hebrock, and Hebrock will return it for the score.
Yeah, I've seen Randy Moss do those kind of plays, and I think maybe Lane was thinking the same thing. Unfortunate.
I like the thought behind the early play to try to get that double reverse, get everyone moving away, and leave a wide side of the field for the speedster in Richardson. But once it didn't happen, you just got to stuff that one and take what you can get, whether it's a loss or not. You definitely don't want to put it up into the sky, as the Raiders did on that play. Roane County now whistled offsides. Raiders don't look as if they have the most focus just yet. See if they can get that right back here.
That's the last thing you want to do is give a struggling team life early in this game.
Kick is up. That one looks like it snuck in the left side. It does. And we are tied, just less than 2 minutes going by in the first quarter. 7-7. You're watching Raider football on WVRC.
It's football season, and the team at Jack Garrett Ford in Spencer are ready to get you a touchdown deal on a car or truck. Coach Q, Big Deal Ben, Auto Nathan, and introducing Showtime Sheldon. Football season is the perfect time to get your best deal on the new or used Ford of your dreams at West Virginia's oldest continuous running Ford dealership. Broncos, F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, and more. And there's never been a better time to trade. All roads lead to Jack Garrett Ford, where after 65 years, customer satisfaction is still standard equipment.
We welcome you back to Oak Glen High School. A really rough-looking trick play for Roane County. And the only trick was Roane County on themselves, Matt White, as that one was returned for a TD.
Yeah, like you said, Cameron Hebrock picked that lateral attempt off mid-air at about the 33-yard line, took it back to the house, giving Oak Glen life. Score tied up now 7-7 after the extra point kick was good.
So the Raider return team will take the field. This time we will see Brandon Richardson out there. Again, had an equipment issue, had to come off of the field right before that Lane Watson kick return for a touchdown. We were talking about this game going quickly, John. We have played now for a total of 10 minutes, and we have less than 2 minutes off of the clock.
Ugh.
Kick exploded into by Dennis, angled towards the Oak Glen sideline. It will take a bounce out of play, and Roane County will have tremendous field position to begin their second official drive of the ball game.
Yeah, I think Roane County will probably come out here and just stick to their offense, run the ball. You know, it's good to get those kind of plays going, but you can see what happens if you haven't kind of mastered those things. It looks like maybe Oak Glen's going to re-kick.
Yeah, Roane County's going to force that. They want a chance. Well, and I can see Oak Glen's, their discrepancy to try to keep it away from either of the back line guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know what both of them can do, and they saw it in high def on the first kickoff. Alex Dennis now will do it from the 35-yard line. Tied 7 apiece here, 10 minutes, 17 seconds of the first quarter. This one angled again towards the sideline. That one picked up at the 20 by Richardson, going east and west. Looking for room to run, cuts it up, and he will be tackled. Nice open field tackle by a freshman, Josh Mayer. And Roane County will start at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, blocks seem to be setting up there, and Brandon just decided to try to get that thing to the outside, but a nice tackle by the young man, the freshman.
So the second possession, the first one was so quick. We'll begin at the 29 officially. Right to left, the Raiders will go. 10-11 still remaining on the first quarter clock. It has been a slow start. Fast for Roane County.
Lots of big
there.
plays by both teams, but the real-time clock is at a crawl.
I formation for the Raiders. They'll split twins to the near side. Cottrell now moves into the wing as a lead blocker. The handoff goes to Lane Watson. He'll get into the pile, still fighting for yardage out near the 35-yard line. I still haven't heard a whistle, and now he will be whistled down after a very nice 6-yard carry.
That's one thing Lane's going to do is move the pile. Nice blocking there by the interior offensive line. I've seen Tyson Freeland getting in there and getting after it.
Second down, 4. Ball resting at the 35 of the Raiders. Cottrell splitting out to the near side. That's the left, the wide side of the field. Wing to the right in Richardson. He'll come in motion behind. Quick hitter off tackle. Clay Walker didn't have it on the first effort. Bounced back to the near side. He picks up a big 6-yard gain and a Roane County first down.
Huge effort that time by Clay. He had somebody on his back trying to pull him back, and he just stuck his nose down and picked up the first down.
Great second effort by the junior fullback. Raiders move the chains at the 40. Right to left, they are moving. Clock rolling now, nearing the 9-minute mark. 7 apiece right here in the first quarter. Heavy package, counter. Richardson to the far side, looking for room to run. Great open field tackle again by a defender for Oak Glen.
Aiden Flowers came down and attacked the legs, attacked the hips, and a very nice tackle. Flowers very quick to come off that edge.
Just 2 on the carry, second down 8. The ball resting at the 42 of Roane County. The yard to reach is the midfield stripe. 7 apiece on the board. Roane County, the opening kickoff by Lane Watson. Then the Raiders got really cute with a trick play, and it was taken away by the Golden Bears and scored on. Richardson to the near side, looking for the lead blocking. He's got his man in front of him, the skid steer, and clearing a little bit of a path is Clay Walker. And it'll be a nice gain on second down and 8.
Howard there that time to push Richardson out of bounds. You were right, Clay Walker out there getting his hands on anybody he could, trying to help his running back out.
Just short of 5 on the carry, brings up third down and 4. Now we're used to seeing the clock melting, and it is. We're under 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Again, 7 apiece on the board. Richardson splits to the near side. 3 across in the backfield. Walker takes the handoff. Clay fighting hard for the yardage, and he is over the midfield stripe, and I believe that will give him the first down.
Yeah, it should give him the first. It looks like they're going to move the chains on the far side. Clay Walker running very hard, those hard yards to gain up the middle, and he is all about the contact.
Now Walker, again, a tremendous blocking back for Roane County, but he also on the season has 356 yards coming in, averaging nearly 5 a carry, and he is punishing people when he does it. First and 10 from the midfield stripe. 7-7 your score. Roane County rolling to the wide side. They've got Cottrell on the tight end drag. Cottrell makes the grab at the 40, and he will fight down to the 30-yard line and maybe inside. A big pickup of 20 on the pass and catch.
Yeah, very nice job. Cottrell coming out, running a good route. Ball delivered nicely by Jacob Greathouse, and then the rest of it was Coben Cottrell down the sideline.
Greathouse has thrown on the season for 777 yards. Got a quarterback rating of 115. He has been good throughout his very short time, 2 years as a starting quarterback, freshman last year, sophomore this year. Officially 20 on the pass and catch, out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They are going to say, though, that forward progress was stopped out of bounds.
Maybe tackled it. Maybe went down inbounds and
possibly.
Let's just keep that clock rolling.
They will run the clock. 7-7 your score. Roane County on their second offensive possession. Tried a trick play, got it taken away for a score by Oak Glen on the first one. Greathouse under center. He'll fake the give. He's going to look deep down the sideline. One-on-one coverage. Richardson trying to come back after it. That one got away from Greathouse and sails out of bounds.
Yeah, Richardson was able to get past the defender. Jacob was able to get a little bit more on that ball and keep it in bounds. I think was going to be an easy touchdown. Happened to float a little bit and out of bounds. Stops the clock.
Very, very cold outside tonight. And you've played in that, John. You know, once the ball hits you,
yep,
it is tough to hold on to in these conditions. Got to make sure you have ball security. Split back formation, receiver to both sides. Second and 10 from the Oak Glen 30-yard line. Quick hitter, off tackle. That's Walker fighting and following the big boys up front. He'll pick up 5.
Yeah, Colton Elliott, the center that time, 55. Kind of cleans that thing up, opens the hole up for Clay Walker. Nice pickup once again.
Third down and 5, 4-down territory. They need the 20 of the Golden Bears. Clock rolling quickly now, nearing the 5-minute mark. We're at 5:40 and rolling. Still 7-7 in the first quarter. Raiders will overload the left side with Richardson at a wing. Now they'll bring it back to the other side. Richardson jitterbugging through the first line, and he'll pick up 2 or 3. Roane County will have to go on 4th down and a long yard, maybe 2. It will be 2 for the Raiders.
Yeah, that time B. Rich comes around, and it's basically a lead with both backs being in front of him, and it was just a nice job by the defensive front of Oak Glen.
4th down and 2. They need the 20-yard line, and that will help. The entire right side of the defensive front jumping off sides, and Roane County will get themselves a freebie.
Hard count. Tough thing to deal with when you have a defense that seems to really be looking to get after it. Nice play call that time by Coach Burdett.
Yeah, defense being aggressive. They got that score to begin with, so they're feeling it, and Roane County's coaching staff playing off of that aggression. 1st down and 10 at the 17-yard line. Handoff Watson to the outside, cutting it back into the grain, and he'll see nothing but powder blue jerseys on that carry. The question is where he will make it to, and it looks like right near the 15.
That time it looked like Coben Cottrell was trying to get his guy pushed to the outside in lane instead of cutting it in. He was kind of following there. Things got clogged up.
4 minutes, 15 seconds and rolling, 7-7 your score. Roane County in the midst of a very nice and methodical drive here in the first quarter. 2nd and 8 from the 15-yard line. They'll split Sawyer Hunt out to the left. 3 in the backfield, pitch to the near side. Richardson puts his hand on the back of the lead blocker inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9. And Roane County will have it 3rd down and short.
Yeah, that thing just played itself out, strung it out to the outside. Clock is continuing to run, so he was tackled inbounds. Just nice blocking out front by the other running backs.
3rd down 1 for the Raiders, just inside the 10 of the Golden Bears at the 9. 7-7 your score. It was a slow start on the clock at least, but an explosive start. Roane County with a opening kick return by Watson, followed by a defensive touchdown for the Golden Bears. 3 in the backfield. It'll be Richardson with the handoff, looking for room to run. He may have the 1st down at the 8. But again, just got in there in that area where he was trying to pick the hole, and it closed off very quickly on him.
Yeah, he broke the first tackle and did pick up a little bit, but I don't think it's enough.
Just a little short, says the officiating crew. 4th down and inches. The ball resting just inside the 8-yard line. Obviously, you'd think the Raiders will go power. They've got the big boys in the backfield. Watson, Cottrell, and Clay Walker. It'll be Walker diving inside the 5, the 1st down. You had 225-pound junior Coben Cottrell. You had 210-pound Lane Watson, and then you had 195-pound Clay Walker. That's a big backfield.
Yeah, that's a backfield that is going to come downhill at you quickly. Pick up of a 1st down, 1st and goal for the Raiders.
Needed inches, got about 5. 1st and goal from the 3. Clock continuing to expire in the first quarter. 7-7 your score. Roane County trying to retake the lead after the opening kick touchdown by Lane Watson. Great out, scissors, misdirection play, spinning at the goal line. Richardson, and he'll pop out at the last second. Looked like he was being held up at the 1. John spun out of it and into the end zone for the TD.
Yeah, nice circle spin move. Kept those legs moving and into the end zone.
That one took some time for the Raider offense. Cannot wait to hear the breakdown on the scoring drive for the Raiders. Coben Cottrell set to do the kicking. Greathouse will hold. Snap is good. The hold is down late. And no good as that one snap hooked away to the left. Roane County, though, leading now 13-7. You're watching, listening to Raider football on WVRC.
Stop by Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
A very, very nice and sustained scoring drive for the Raider offense after some nonsensory on the first drive. The Raiders get it done, and they took almost the entirety, Matt, of the first quarter clock off.
Yeah, very nearly. It was a 15-play, 71-yard drive. 8 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock. Brandon Richardson caps it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. That extra point kick just off the mark. So Roane County with the 13-7 lead here with 1:49 to go in the first.
And the Raiders mixing some stuff up there, but still keeping true to that package with lead blocking. And that has been the calling card throughout the season. It's what's gotten Roane County to the point that they are at the moment. Back deep to receive Logan Murray and Anthony Burt. Murray had a very nice return the first time. Tobin Cottrell ready to send it off.
Murray has some moves on that first kick return. Let's see if we can corral him here.
Cottrell puts a leg in, end over end, angled over towards the 10. Murray takes it, comes back to the far side, looking for open space to run. Looked like he had a little bit, and then the Raider kick coverage team really closed nicely at about the 30-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10 just outside of the 30 for Oak Glen.
Yeah, Clay Walker comes down and wraps up, makes a nice tackle to stop the athlete, Logan Murray.
Again, Murray just a sophomore, 6'1", 175. It's a team that is very low in numbers, just 22. They've experienced some injuries throughout the year. They do have some significant losses coming to seniors. So the rebuild will continue here in New Cumberland. Quick hitter on the jet sweep to the near side. They're looking for Hankey, and Roane County closes quickly after just a yard and a half.
Yeah, Clay Walker that time makes the tackle, but a nice job, Tobin Cottrell coming upfield and making the running back kind of cut it back in. Nice job, Clay Walker, cleaning that thing up.
13-7, Roane County. Just 1:20 left now in the first quarter. Second down, we'll call it a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8 right at the 35 of the Golden Bears. Split a receiver out to the left alone. Wing formation. They'll send Hankey across to the near side in motion. Turns, gives Burt, and not a lot of room to run there. Couple of good plays up front by the Raider defensive front.
Noah Jett picking up where he left off last week. 74 goes down, wraps up, and brings the running back down quickly.
Just a yard on the carry, 3rd down and 7. And the clock continuing to roll, under 40 seconds left in the first. 13-7, Roane County leading. A split Mozingo once again out to the left. Double wing formation. Murray wants to throw, looking for the screen. It's not there. Murray breaks away from the pressure, though, and he is downfield. He's got lots of room to run to the 50, over the midfield stripe, and out of bounds inside the Raider 40. A great play by Logan Murray. They wanted the screen, John. It wasn't going to be set up, but Roane County got a little bit over pursuit.
Yeah, very tough there. Guys didn't really stay in their lanes. He was able to use that athleticism and get outside. And Brandon Richardson saves the touchdown right there. Huge play for Oak Glen.
It was 3rd down and 7, and he got a ton inside the 40 to Roane County's 38. Stopped clock here in the first with 11.7 seconds left, and Oak Glen showing some fight here. Roane County leading 13-7. Double wing formation once again, and a whistle comes in. And it looks as if they are going to send Ethan Hankey off the field. And he has an equipment issue as well, so he'll check out. They'll bring Hustock in as the other wing. Burt, the lone back in the backfield. Murray under center. They'll give it to Bird off tackle, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, rolls off of one at the 35, and down to the 33-yard line, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Roane County getting a dogfight early here from the Oak Glen Golden Bears. Raiders lead it 13-7. Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157. A battle here between Roane County and Oak Glen. The Golden Bears, a big defensive play to get their first score off of a Roane County trick play attempt. The Raiders with a long 8-minute-plus drive to drain the first quarter clock to punch it in. The extra point no good, 13-7. And then the quarterback, Logan Murray, on a third down and long, breaks free on a screen pass attempt, scrambles, picks up big yardage, and now a big gain on first down for the Golden Bears inside the Roane County 35 to the 33. And it is a second down and 1 from that spot. The Raider defense being pressured here by a very motivated Oak Glen team. Golden Bears will attack from right to left in quarter number 2. Split a pair of receivers to the near side, which is the left side of the field. Waiting for the white hat to call play ready. Murray will go from the shotgun now. Wing to the far side. Hankey in motion. They'll fake the give to Hankey. Roane County dissects it nicely and does not fall for the fake give, and it is Bunner again with another big play in the backfield.
Yeah, that's just film study right there. Jacob Bunner was well aware of what Oak Glen was going to bring on that play. Wraps up and makes a huge tackle in the backfield. That's 2 tackles for loss here tonight for Jacob Bunner.
I misspoke. It was not second down and 1. It was second down and 4. Now set third down and 9, so a loss of 5 yards on the play brings up third down and 9 from the 38 of Roane County. Hankey in motion across. Offset I formation. They'll give it off to number 5, Aiden Flowers, and Flowers rolling off of an initial tackle. He didn't have the first down, but I think he's got it. As this Golden Bear team showing a fight.
That was just a quick hitter, and Flowers with some major speed that time just got behind a blocker and picked up the first down. Oak Glen staying in the game.
13-7 Raiders, the Golden Bears on a drive. Second quarter action, 10:50 and rolling. Murray comes all the way to the sideline to check with the coaching staff. Golden Bears break the huddle with 7 on the play clock. They'll have to hustle. Murray goes under center, single wing. He'll turn. The ball's on the ground. Murray jumps on it first. That was dangerous, as breathing down the neck of Murray was Noah Jett.
I like what Oak Glen's doing play call-wise. They're changing some things up, some things that I didn't even see on film. So it's given our defense a different look.
Well, Coach Burdett mentioned that in the pregame interview. He said, listen, this team has had a week off to prepare for us.
Yeah.
They're 1-8. They've got nothing to lose. He said, we may not see things at all that we've seen on film from them. Big play, though, by Roane County's defense backing up the Golden Bears at the 30. Second down and 13. Hankey in motion across. Flowers with the handoff. He'll just fall into a bunch of white jerseys. They had the far side locked up, and Flowers ran into his own player.
Yeah, same play. Flowers was able to pick up the first down yardage on that time. Noah Jett and Coben Cottrell stand their ground and make a nice stop in the backfield.
A loss of another yard. Third down now and about 14. Now past the Roane County 30 at the 31-yard line. 9:20 and rolling. Raiders leading 13-7, but getting quite the battle here from the Golden Bear. Break the huddle. They've got to hustle again. 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock, and they will burn a timeout as the play clock was expiring. 9:06 remaining in the first half. Roane County leading 13-7, and a big 3rd down and 15 for the Raider defense after this. A duo that's perfect together. That's Dave's Plumbing and Heating and Lennox. Dave's Plumbing and Heating is your local Lennox dealer, and we're committed to making your family's home comfort our top priority. With a wide assortment of Lennox products to offer, Dave's Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call us today at 304-823-3479 or visit us online at davesplumbingheating.com to learn more about how you can experience the expert service and care offered by Dave's Plumbing and Heating. Dealer license West Virginia 043565. 9:06 remaining here in the first half of play. Roane County leading Oak Glen 13-7. It's been a bit wild here to begin. The opening kickoff, Roane County with the touchdown off the lane. Watson. Kick return, Roane County causes a 3 and outs. On the first play, officially offensively, they tried a trick play on a double reverse. It was taken away by the defense with the score. Roane County on an 8.5-minute drive to score, and now Oak Glen facing a 3rd and 15 at the Roane County 31. Murray looking to throw. He won't get it off as he is sandwiched at the 40-yard line. The first to get there, the senior, Andy Jetton.
Yeah, Andy Jetton on a line to the quarterback, didn't fall for any of the fakes. You could see what they were trying to do, go down that seam, and a nice job by the senior Jetton with a sack.
So that will bring up a punting situation. And standing at midfield, the punter for Oak Glen. Roane County with Richardson and Watson back deep. This one lands at the 15, takes a hop. Richardson stays away from it, and a really good bounce inside the 5, and this will be down at the 2-yard line. A tremendous punt, and that is Mozingo, the punter. Well, he sent one end over end the first time, John, down to the 30, and that time he put one perfectly.
I thought the thing was going to bounce all the way through to the end zone. So did Brandon Richardson, but the ball stopped. Roane County has been in this position before with their backs against the wall. And we'll see what this offensive drive does.
Well, John, you need go no further than last week in the second half during that comeback. A 1st and goal from the 4 for number 1 North Marion. Roane County holds on 4 at their own 5. They take it 95 yards to score. See what they can do here from their own 2. The handoff. That's Watson, stood up at about the 5-yard line. Forward progress will give him 2 or 3. Clock continuing to roll now, 8:10 and counting in the first half. 13-7, Roane County leading Oak Glen.
Just a couple picked up. Clock will roll down.
Roane County loves methodical football on offense, but they do have some big strike potential. They're going to stick with heavy, and they've got Cottrell in the backfield as well. This handoff will be to Clay Walker out near the 10. And I think they're going to call him down shy of the 10. Brings up 3rd down and about 4.
Those quick hitters out of heavy, you know, we're used to seeing that last year with Delk, or it looks like Clay's maybe suffering from a leg cramp or something here.
And in that moment, Coach Paul Burdett going to burn the first time out for Roane County. Wants to check on his fullback. 7:17 remaining. Big 3rd down and 4 for the Raider offense deep in their own territory after this.
Since 2019, DW Excavating has been serving Roane and surrounding counties. We offer services including, but not limited to, repairing driveways, construction site preparation, drainage solutions, property brush clearing, farm road construction, culvert repair and installation, and utility line installation and repair. We provide free estimates. Check out our Facebook page or contact us at 304-532-2968 for more information. DW Excavating, taking pride in our work and in our community. DW Excavating is a proud supporter of all Roane County High School athletics. Go Raiders!
Well, speaking of DW Excavating, They have all the equipment you need, John. Doug Walker's son, Clay, though, the skid steer, we call him, coming out off of the field on that last play after the 3-yard carry. Roane County burns their first time out. They want to make sure they're all on the right page here on this 3rd and 4. They need the 13, and the ball resting inside the Raider 10 at the 9.
Yeah, they're over there checking on a leg, I believe, maybe cramping up a little bit.
3 in the backfield. They'll turn, they'll give. That's Richardson, and he is locked up in the backfield for a loss of 3. And the Raiders will not get it done here on 3rd down, deep in their territory, and they're going to have to punt the football. And Coben Cottrell will be standing at least 5 yards deep in the Roane County side in the end zone.
Nice stand by the Golden Bears there. That's not really like Roane County's offense, but you can see the passion that Oak Glen's playing with here this evening.
Hankey and Burt will go back to the 40 of Roane County. Snap back, fumbled for a second, then sent high into the night sky. Burt calling for a fair catch. It lands right at the 40, takes a hop at the 40, and then scoots forward out to the 43. But the Oak Glen Golden Bear defense holds, and their offense is going to get tremendous field position.
Yeah, a little scary there. Looks like there's a flag down on the far side. The ball bounced, and Coben was able to pick that thing up and put his leg into it.
Holding called on the defense, or the return team, I should say. That will back the Golden Bears up 10 yards. That will help the cause for Roane County's defense.
All right, so Clay is not out there defensively. They're going to bring Leland Schaefer in, another junior. Leland's kind of a do-it-all guy, plays defensive end, plays linebacker, tight end, running back. So we'll see this junior get a chance here.
Now, he's done a lot this year, JV, varsity level, splits time as a linebacker and defensive end. Has played very well as the end of the season looms. 6:29 remaining here in the half. Roane County leading, but just by 6, 13-7. A motivated Oak Glen team at their own 47-yard line for this possession. Murray from the shotgun, hands it off, and tripped up near the line of scrimmage is Hankey. He'll pick up forward progress to the 49.
Yeah, I think Bunner got his mitt on him just enough to throw his balance off. We'll have to give it to Oak Glen. Their running backs are running very hard.
2 on the carry, just shy of midfield. 2nd down and 8, 6 minutes and rolling in the first half. Roane County leading, but just by a score, 13-7 on the scoreboard. Roane County. Mazingo splits to the left side. Pair of backs in the shotgun, flanking on either side. Murray wanted to hand it off to one of them. Neither was there. Murray takes it. Down the field goes Murray. Inside the 30 to the 20, tiptoeing down the sideline near the 10. And Murray, a dangerous weapon, has got the Golden Bear offense ready to go.
Looked like a busted play to start, and Murray just showing the athleticism down this near sideline. Chad Blosser pushes him out, but they are in the red zone here with plenty of time and a first down.
40 yards unofficial on the carry, and again, that was a broken play. It looked like Murray was waiting to hand it off to one of those running backs that was flanking on both sides, and instead he took it himself, and he found the open space. First down and 10 at the 11 of Roane County. Shotgun for Murray, again flanked on both sides. He'll keep it himself. Stacked up at the 10, and he'll be roped down. They'll give him the 9, 2 on the carry.
Tyson Freeland in the interior defensive front makes the stop. Oak Glen has some life, and you can see the pep in their step right now.
Well, this is a worse nightmare, I think, scenario in the first half for Coach Paul Burdett. He said you've got to be ready for a team that's 1-8. They're going to be dangerous, and they have been exactly that so far. 5 minutes and rolling in the first half. Oak Glen trying to tie it or even take the lead. Handoff, busting it to the outside at the 5-yard line. Spinning at the 3, and dropped there is Hankey. And it's going to be third down and very, very short for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I was able to use the speed, get to the outside, and put a move on. A couple Raiders come in there and clean that thing up before he gets into that powder blue end zone.
Call it third down and 2 yards. The ball resting at the 3. The 1 yard line is a first down opportunity. 4 minutes, 15 seconds and counting. 13-7 Roane County trying to keep the Bears out of the end zone. Shotgun for Murray. We're running back to both sides. Murray calls his own number into the teeth of the defense. He won't get anything.
Yeah, that time Noah Jett says, I'm going to stop it before it gets started. Going to bring up a fourth down. Noah Jett really impressive the last few games of this season. Of course, he does his job every week, but it's starting to show up on the stat sheet.
Loss of a half yard brings up fourth down and 2.5. 3:40 and rolling. Roane County clinging right now to a 6-point advantage, 13-7. The Raiders, I don't think, were prepared for this kind of fight. They should have been. And it looks like the Golden Bears will burn yet another timeout to talk it over on fourth down and just shy of 2 with 3:20 left in the half. We'll be back with this big fourth down play.
This is Lady Raider volleyball and softball player Mahaley Nicholson for Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Since 2016, ECI has provided West Virginia with top-notch service for both home and commercial needs. We pride ourselves on working closely with our clients to ensure that projects are completed in a timely manner, that customer expectations are met or, in many cases, exceeded. Regardless of the job size, we have solutions for everyone. We specialize in septic systems, brush removal, dirt work, asbestos removal, and more. Check us out on the web at www.eciwv.net or contact us for a quote at 304-532-7653. Fax number 304-532-7653. Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Ed Nicholson, owner, West Virginia Contractors License 055775.
Raiders getting all they want and more than they expected from the Golden Bears. Oak Glen with a fourth down and 2.5 from the Roane County 3.5 yard line. 13-7 Roane County. Murray will go under center, double wing formation. Snap back. They'll give it to the outside runner. Roane County trying to attack, and they won't get to him. Aiden Flowers avoids the tackle in the backfield, cuts it up at the right time, and Oak Glen has tied it here with 3:13 left in the first half.
Impressive play. Just stretches that thing to the outside, plants a foot, and gets north-south and into the end zone. Oak Glen with a chance to take the lead here with the extra point.
It'll be Alex Dennis to do the kicking. Roane County, I'm sure they did not expect this. But again, they should have. This is a dangerous team with nothing to lose, and that is good. And Oak Glen, with 3:13 left in the half, has taken the lead on number 4 Roane County, 14-13.
This is Ashton Rhodes, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Are you struggling to control your blood pressure, lower your A1C, or manage other chronic health conditions? Do you ever feel overwhelmed or unsure after an office visit and need some extra help? If that's you, we can help. Roane County Family Healthcare is now providing chronic care management services for qualifying patients. By enrolling in our services, you will receive one-on-one consultations, an individualized comprehensive care plan, education, monthly check-ins, and more. All of this will allow you access to your care team easily for questions, concerns, or follow-up. So are you ready to team up and find a healthier version of you? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your chronic conditions. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
3 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the half, and Roane County now trailing the Golden Bears. Oak Glen came to play tonight, Matt.
Yeah, Roane County had better wake up. That was a 6-play drive from the Golden Bears, 53 yards, 3:16 off the clock. Aiden Flowers punches in from 3 yards out. Extra point kick good. Roane County down 14-13, 3:13 to go here in the second quarter.
2 big offensive plays so far for the quarterback, Logan Murray, scrambling twice for big yardage. Dennis will kick off from right to left. It will sail. Leg in. That one angled over towards the sideline. Again, it skips over towards the edge and just goes out of bounds. Had that stayed in, that could have been dangerous for the Raiders. Instead, the Raiders will, I imagine here, take the possession this time.
I think so.
You get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Yeah. So Roane County a little bit shell-shocked. It cannot be ring rust from last week. That's not the case. It's just Oak Glen battling hard, and as much as I would hate to say it, Roane County looking a little flat here, John. Maybe underestimating the Golden Bears here a little bit, and that, again, is dangerous, as Coach Burdett said.
Maybe it's the long bus ride, but I guarantee you that our guys are going to buckle down and tighten those chin straps up and get after it.
Raiders will bring Cooper Greathouse in on the outside as a receiver. Quick hitter off tackle for Roane County. Was that Watson?
That was Lane Watson. Reason being, Cooper Greathouse comes in. Clay Walker taped up on the sideline his ankle. So Cooper's going to get a chance here to play some varsity ball tonight.
We'll check with him on each play. Split back formation, gain of 3 by Watson on first down. Second down, 7. Looking to throw. Greathouse pressured. Eludes the first attempt and launches it way far away from Watson. He had backside pursuit as well.
Like how he dipped his shoulder to get himself squared back up, but just out of the reach of Lane Watson.
So if Roane County is without their best lead blocker in Clay Walker, that will change up what we love to do. Third down and 7. Roane County needs the 45. Right now it is at the Raider 38. 2:32 on a stopped second quarter clock. Roane County trailing 14-13. Richardson goes across in motion. And Roane County wasn't on the same page. They're going to have to burn another timeout. They've got to get it together here, John. Things are not looking good and not looking crisp for the Raiders. 14-13 is the score. Roane County trailing by 1. A big 3rd and 7 coming up.
Groves Auto Service in beautiful downtown Arnoldesburg, West Virginia, is a full-service auto center providing you with AC, front-end, and four-wheel alignment, tires, exhaust systems, to basic oil changes and state inspections, and full electrical diagnostic service. Our highly trained technicians with over 40 years of experience between them, Groves Auto Service in Arnoldesburg, West Virginia. 304-655-6765. And be sure to check out our Facebook page.
Raiders with a 3rd down and 7, trailing with 2:32 left in the half to 1-8 Oak Glen. 14-13. They'll spread some players out. Cottrell by himself to the near side, 2 to the wide side. Shotgun Greathouse rolling to the far side. Flips his hips. He'll launch it deep down the field. Richardson over there, and a great defensive play over the top for the safety. Was that Aiden Flowers?
Looks to be.
And the Raiders with a 4th down and 7. And a punting situation coming up.
Just a very nice play defensively. Jacob did a good job of getting the ball out there where Richardson could run under it, but a better defensive play by Flowers.
Roane County playing from behind here, and again, they need some ammonia snaps, some smelling salts, something, because they are getting outplayed right now by the Golden Bears. Punt down to the 32, calling a fair catch there is Burt, and that's where Oak Glen, with 2:21 still left in the half, leading 14-13, will take over.
Yeah, what Roane County has to do is account for that quarterback. Murray is a dangerous guy when he gets himself into the open field. And you can see our coverage has been very good, but what that's led to is Murray just kind of improvising, getting out there. And our secondary has to get our heads turned around enough to find out where that running quarterback is going.
1st down and 10 from the 33, right to left for the Golden Bears. Final 2:21 of the half. Raiders trailing 14-13. So much on the line still for the Raiders. They've got to win this one to guarantee a home playoff game. Double wing formation, Burt the lone back. Murray goes under center. Snap back, the give to the outside, and nobody sets the edge. Flowers looking for open space. Luckily, the secondary of Roane County catching up. But that was dangerous with Aiden Flowers and his elusiveness and speed.
Brandon Richardson and Andy Jetton combined for the tackle. You can see some new faces coming in here for Roane County. Jetton's going to check out. You get the freshman Colton Starcher here at defensive end. You have Richard Greathouse in place of Jacob Bunner. Roane County looking to see some guys that want to get after it here in this game.
Well, they need to. 3 on the carry, second and 7 from the 41 of Oak Glen. Double wing formation once again. Hand off to the outside, breaking a tackle, and then getting lit up is Hankey. He'll pick up a couple more, though, out to the 39. He got spun around, but Roane County, they are normally relatively good at wrapping up, and he didn't get it done. But that loud Brandon Richardson, a missile shot.
Yeah, Brandon Richardson must have listened to the last broadcast when Matt said get a wrap up, because he did just that and took him down. Bunner checks back into the game. I think maybe he just needed a quick breather.
Nearing a minute left in the half. Roane County down 14-13, and again, they'll give the ball to Oak Glen to begin the second half. 3rd and 4. Oak Glen needs the 43. Murray looking to throw it. Its one is tipped up in the air by Bunner. And had Cottrell been able to diagnose it quickly enough, he has got a pick 6 right there for him. But a great play by Bunner to get those big mitts up and knock it down. 4th down and 4.
Now, Cottrell was going up to try to get that deflection himself. That's why by the time he realized it and got his footing, just couldn't quite get to that ball.
Mozingo back to punt from the 29 of Oak Glen. This one, line drove, but down to the 25. Richardson looking for open space, and there's none there, not a bit of it. He will pick up 5, maybe 6 on the return at the 31, and Roane County will have just 40 seconds with which to work here in half number 1, trailing Oak Glen 14-13.
You know, Roane County has big play potential, and we were able to see that last week when Lane Watson got those drags across the middle, broke tackles, and was able to score touchdowns. We'll see if Roane County tries to draw something up very similar here.
Oak Glen on both sides of the football playing high level, playing with all sorts of energy. You can just see in their body language that they believe. And again, you let a 1-8 team take a lead on you, and that helps for their momentum and the motivation. 1st and 10 with just 40 on the clock here in the first. Greathouse out of the shotgun. Snap back, 5-step drop. He's going to dump it down the near sideline. One-on-one coverage as Cottrell turned away from it for a second. I think if he comes back for it, John, as he has before, he may be able to draw something against Murray. Instead, he just turned and kept running.
Yeah, very close to the sideline because of the coverage by Murray. Not sure if Coben thought he possibly stepped out of bounds, but it was a one-on-one situation, and Murray just played that well.
2nd down and 10 from the 31. That play took 7 seconds off the clock. Double wing formation. Richardson across in motion, wide side, takes the handoff. Looking to cut it up, runs right into the defender instead. Didn't choose left, didn't choose right, chose straight on, and he is tackled after a gain of just a couple of yards. And Roane County is going to burn their final timeout of the half. It is 14-13 Oak Glen with 26 on the clock, and Roane County facing a 3rd down and 8.
Hi folks, here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardmans, our family serving yours since 1907.
14-13 your score, the lead in favor of the 1-8 Golden Bears of Oak Glen High School. Roane County, let's just say, have not played their most enthusiastic first half of football. Meanwhile, the Golden Bears playing like they are playing for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because this is their last game of the season, and they want to upset the Raiders. Right now, they're playing like it in Roane County. Not quite with it just yet. 3rd down and 7. Roane County will spread it out. Greathouse from the shotgun. 5-step drop. Steps up in the pocket. Launches it deep down the field. Looking for Richardson and overshoots the target. Richardson was bookended on both sides by a pair of defenders.
Yeah, almost into triple coverage that time. Big 4th down here for Roane County.
Well, not just Roane County, a big 4th down for the Golden Bear defense. If they are able to stop the Raiders, they've got it at Roane County's 34 with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, Roane County's looking to punt. Switch field.
Cottrell going to have to get this thing away, number 1. Good snap. The kick is away. End over end, takes a bounce sideways at the 40, and then kicks forward down to the 37. And that is where Oak Glen will have it with 12.1 on the clock.
Kind of the perfect storm this game. A 1-8 team. Roane County coming off of a big loss last week, their first loss of the season. A very long trip. And Roane County just seems to be playing flat right now. We'll have to see how Roane County comes out here in the second half, but we still have another play or two to go.
14-13, Golden Bears. Looks like they are going to, well, no, it's double wing. It looks like they may be slanted in for a kneel. That's what's going to happen. So the Golden Bears feeling good about what's happening right now. They'll take a knee. They'll have possession to begin the second half. The eyes of the state of West Virginia are getting ready to check Metro News, and they are going to be shocked at the halftime score. Roane County trailing 14-13. Break to take for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap the first half, give you some statistics, and we'll check some scores around the state in all 3 classes. You're watching and listening to Raider Football on WVRC. Hildreth Supply on Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer is the place to shop for the best selection of cold weather gear. We have a wide selection of boots including Rocky, Wolverine, and Georgia boots, steel-toed and non-steel-toed, as low as $78. Carhartt bibs in most sizes starting at just $90, and many different styles of sweatshirts starting at only $40. Visit us on the web at HildrethSupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to join the team of savings and visit Honest Fred's Flooring at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road. We're the largest flooring warehouse in town, and it's fully stocked with the latest trends in floor cover. All first quality with fair pricing, great values, and professional installation. Stop by or call today, 304-927-8082, or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
When you find yourself faced with a legal issue, the steps you take next can literally impact the rest of your life. Hiring the right attorney is one of the most important decisions you'll make. At Joel Baker Law Office, we understand the importance of providing prompt, competent, and honest legal representation. Call or text our office today to schedule a consultation. 304-500-9238.
Someone who played high school sports, I was able to learn the importance of hard work and being dedicated to your job. And these lessons are why it is important that we support high school athletes. I have continued to apply these lessons to my career as a prosecuting attorney for the last 15 years. And they are the same lessons, hard work and dedication, that I will use every day as a circuit judge. In 2024, vote Josh Downey for Circuit Judge in Division 3.
Paid for by the committee to elect Josh Downey, Aaron M. Nichols, Treasurer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. The name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie Insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Hungry? There's only one place to go to satisfy a hunger that big, any time of the day or night. McDonald's in Spencer. Choose from the famous Big Mac, Quarter Pounder with cheese, add fries and sweet tea, and you've got a meal that can't be beat. Start your day off right with the best breakfast in town. McDonald's in Spencer. Egg McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, hot cakes, sausage burrito, add a cup of premium coffee and a hash brown. Great prices every day. McDonald's in Spencer. I'm loving it, and so will you. McIntosh Hardware, Furniture, and Appliance, the store that has it all. From quality furniture, Lazy Boy, Serta, Catnapper, appliances, Maytag, Whirl, Amana, KitchenAid, and McIntosh offers setup and removal, power equipment, Echo, Troy-Built, and in-house service, hardware, tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, pipes, and fittings. McIntosh Hardware and Appliance, Market Street in Spencer, 304-927-2700. Find us on Facebook for more great deals.
Hey guys, this is Shannon from Miller Steels and Deals. We have all your shopping needs, from the bedroom to the kitchen, bathroom, and laundry room. We've got you covered. Looking for furniture or even maybe a gift card? Come on by Miller Steels and Deals on Mount Zion Ridge in the Old Armory Building, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, for the best prices around. Give us a call, 304-804-6006.
Let Mini Hamilton Health System be your choice when you or your family member has had a major illness or injury and needs extended rehabilitation and or therapy. Our swing bed program makes it possible to recover closer to your home.
System, better healthcare, better living. Health system, your partner in health.
The leaves are turning colors, and our absolute favorite time of the year to list a home is in the fall with Mother Nature in all its glory. I'm Taylor May. I'm Jordan Spears.
And I'm Mike Greenlee, broker for Old Fences Realty.
Contrary to what the news is telling you, we are having a fantastic year in home sales. Banks are eager to lend money and let us help you through this complicated process and make it look easy.
Call our phenomenal team to list today. That's Old Fences Realty.
We welcome you back to Oak Glen High School at the half. I know that the broadcast crew here did not expect this, and I'm sure that people around the state checking Metro News for the high school game night scoreboard perking up and wondering what's going on up here in New Cumberland right now. Oak Glen just outplaying the Roane County Raiders. Roane County, the third-place team in the state right now, 8-1. And 1-8 Oak Glen has got Roane County's number. It started off with a bang for the Raiders. The opening kickoff returned 78 yards by Lane Watson, straight up the middle, untouched for the opening score. Maybe Roane County got a little bit pig for their britches at that point. I don't know. But then Roane County defensively causing a 3-and-out, and they took the punt. On the next play, they tried a double reverse. It was taken away in midair by the defense of Oak Glen and returned for a score. At that point, Roane County was up 7-6 as the extra point was, actually, no, it was 7-7. At that point, we were tied. Roane County goes back to work, though, on the next possession. Methodical 8-minute-plus drive to finish off basically the entirety of the first quarter. And the Raiders end up putting one in. The extra point, though, was no good. That's a big deal at the moment because from that moment on, Roane County just got outplayed on both sides of the football. The Raiders looked flat. They did not look like they were prepared for what Oak Glen was going to bring them. They did not match the intensity of the Golden Bears in the first half. And what happens when you do that against a 1-8 team, John, is what we're seeing right now on the board. The Raiders trailing and Oak Glen with so much momentum and intensity. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I talked about the perfect storm. You look at it this way. You know, Roane County coming off their first loss of the season. You're coming up a 3.5-hour trip to up here to Oak Glen. You're going to play a team that's 1-8. You come out flat, you turn the ball over, and you give them life. That's just kind of the perfect storm, and that's what we're in right now. Coach Burdett and I played in a game like this when we were when Coach Burdett was a senior and I was a junior against Nicholas County. We were they hadn't won a game, but they came out and they really punched us in the mouth and ended up winning that game. We came back and made it a close one. But you have to test for the momentum of what Oak Glen was able to do. Now they're going to get the ball back, and I'll tell you what, we have to really contain Logan Murray. One of the things I think is a key in the first half is Clay Walker went out. That changed our offense quite a bit, and then defensively, he's that Mike linebacker, kind of the quarterback of that defense. I think that's hurting us quite a bit.
With him going out and watching the athleticism of a couple of these offensive skill players, Logan Murray, again, you mentioned the quarterback. We saw him on a kick return, picked up big yardage. He scrambled on a broken play for huge yardage, 40-plus, that set up the second score and the eventual lead for Oak Glen. But he is just making big play after big play. On top of that, you mentioned at one point in the first half how hard the running backs are running for this Oak Glen team. I'm really impressed with the way Hankey's running, but more than that, even Aiden Flowers. He's quick, he's elusive, but he is putting the shoulder down, and he's picking up 2, 3, 4 extra yards on this Roane County defense that is reeling a bit right now.
Yeah, we just have to settle back in and play our game. Some guys are going to be in some different places now if Clay's not able to come back in, and that's probably going to be the case. You saw him get taped up, and he didn't come back in throughout that second quarter. So coaches are going to make some adjustments, and, this group of guys understands how to kind of come back, come together, but they're going to have to do it from the beginning whistle of this second half. It's just going to have to be all Raider football here in the second half.
Well, we mentioned this a couple of weeks ago on our show. The Raiders team that we have right now, they live in the present moment. They are probably not even worried about what went on in that first half. They just know that they've got to get back on track. And to do that would mean hopefully getting started immediately in the second half, come out with some fire and intensity, do some fundamental things defensively, try to get control of Logan Murray when he is scrambling, try to get the ball back quickly, and then go to work. And once you do that, if Roane County can, they've been a second-half team for the majority of the year. They're going to have to be a second-half team here tonight as they trail 14-13. Matt White, not a whole lot as far as statistics are concerned.
Yeah, not a ton for either team, just a couple of big plays there from Oak Glen has really allowed them to control this game. I'm kind of hoping we get a flashback to when Roane County went to Bridgeport and battling a number 1 seed in the playoffs and had a eye-opening score there at halftime for everyone to look at, eventually succumbing to the dominance from Bridgeport in the second half. So let's hope Roane County can make those same kind of adjustments that we saw back in the day of Bubby May. But as the game goes here tonight, Brandon Richardson, 9 carries, 29 yards, a touchdown. Clay Walker, 5 carries for 23. Lane Watson, 5 carries for 4. Jacob Greathouse was 1 for 6 for 20 yards. That one going to Coben Cottrell. 5 first downs in the half, 1 penalty for 2 yards, a turnover, a very costly turnover for Roane County. 12-minute time of possession. Biggest bright spot was Lane Watson's 78-yard kick return touchdown to kick things off for the Raiders. Defensively, Noah Jett having himself a pretty good ball game in the middle. He and Jacob Bunner as well. Jett with 4 tackles, Bunner with 3 tackles, and I believe all of those were for a loss. Andy Jetton getting in there with a sack for himself, and Chad Fleroy Blosser, 4 tackles. Brandon Richardson with 3. For Roane County, 56 yards on the ground and 20 through the air. Only 76 yards of total offense for the Raiders in that first half. For the Golden Bears, Logan Murray, 7 carries for 56 yards. Aiden Flowers, 5 carries for 13 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Hankey, 5 carries for 8. And Anthony Burt, 2 carries for 6. Murray was 0 for 3 through the air. 3 first downs in the half for the Golden Bears, 2 penalties for 15 yards. No turnovers, a 12-minute time of possession. They had 83 yards on the ground, none through the air. So 83 to 76, the total yard difference in favor of the Golden Bears. The big play defensively was Cameron Hebrock with that fumble recovery. Picked that pitch pass out of the air, rumbled it back about 33 yards for the first score of Oak Glen. So Roane County, you add it up, you're trailing by 1, 14 to 13 your score here at halftime. Golden Bears on top of your Raiders.
Comparison rushing wise, again, 83 to 76, but the Golden Bears come into this game averaging just 122 a game, so they are far above their game average right now. Roane County, meanwhile, averaging 276 per game. They just had 76 in that first half. So a long way to go, a lot of work to be done. Let's hope Roane County can get back on track here in the second half. They will kick off, and they will defend to begin the second half of play here from New Cumberland. It is Oak Glen 14 and Roane County 13. Break to take for our sponsors. Before the second half kick, we'll check scores of interest around the state in all 3 classes.
For the next few seconds, picture yourself retired. What do you see? What sounds do you hear? How do you feel? However you picture your retirement, planning early is the best way to make it happen. And Farm Agent Norman L. Dance is here in Spencer to help. He can chat with you about the kind of retirement that you want and then help you find the best ways to save for it. A little today can add up to a lot tomorrow. So get started now. Call State Farm Agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 and picture yourself happy. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Want to look good and feel good? Then stop by and see John Penna at Penna's Barbershop in Spencer on Main Street. Want a guaranteed spot? You can set up an appointment, but if time is not an option, walk-ins are always welcome. Traditional haircuts, no problem. Tapers, high and tight, flat tops, and beard trims. Or if you're looking for something new, he can do that too. Custom designs, burst fades, and mullets. That's right, West Virginia waterfalls, keeping you styling and profiling. Penna's Barbershop has been a proud supporter of Roane County and Raider athletics since 2009. Penna's Barbershop on Main Street in Spencer. Stop in, call, or text at 304-531-4218.
Hello, my name is Philip Deaver. I am running for Roane County Sheriff in 2024. I have been and will continue working to regain the community's respect, trust, and faith. Your vote in May of 2024 would be greatly appreciated.
Paid for by the candidate.
Visit Phoenix Nutrition at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Try our awesome drinks. It'll only take one sip to find out what we're all about. We offer loaded teas to jumpstart your day. All of our teas are sugar-free with just 24 calories. We have such a wide variety of combinations you may never try the same drink twice. Phoenix offers protein shakes and protein coffees as well. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Follow us on Facebook at Phoenix Nutrition, Instagram at phoenix.nutrition.wv, and come visit us at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Proud supporter of all Roane County Raiders.
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week, Eat Friday of the Raider football season. Stop and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free large one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Family medicine is like a bridge, moving you from one side where you need vaccinations, screenings, and medical advice to the other where you receive essential care to remain healthy and active. I'm Caitlin McDonald, a nurse practitioner at Roane General Hospital, and I'm here to help you cross that bridge to a healthier life. I'm accepting patients of all ages at Roane General Medical Clinic and Southern Roane Medical Clinic, offering family medicine, care you can trust close to home.
Ridgetop Rentals, located at 3502 Clay Road in Spencer, West Virginia, is the place to go for all your equipment needs. We have tractors, dozers, backhoes, excavators, termites, air compressors, straw blowers, generators, jackhammers, torpedo heaters, and much more. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can check us out on the web at ridgetoprentals.machinerytrader.com. Follow us on Facebook at Ridgetop Rentals LLC, or you can call us today at 304-908-2004 or 304-927-1418. Ridgetop Rentals is a proud supporter of all Roane County athletics. Let's go Raiders!
Pharmacy, where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
We welcome you back to Oak Glen High School at the half. Roane County trailing. Number 3 Roane County trailing 1-8 Oak Glen 14-13. The Raiders will kick off to the Golden Bears to begin the second half of play. Obviously, lots of work to do. I imagine a lot of eyes wide open when they see this halftime score around the state of West Virginia. A lot of other scores, though, coming in, Matt White, across the state. Some surprises early, and some we thought may happen the way they are.
Yeah, some of these early contest scores in AAA, you got University up 21-14 over number 8 Oak Hill. Cabell Midland, they're rolling early, 28-0. Huntington and Hurricane, that's a big game, number 2 and number 4. Right now, number 2 Hurricane trailing number 4 Huntington 14-6. Jefferson up big. Princeton up on Parkersburg South 27-13. That's a number 6, number 14 matchup. Spring Mills up early on Hedgesville 21-6. And not a lot of other scores. Wheeling Park up on John Marshall. Spring Valley on St. Albans. One of the biggest ones that could have some implications even in AA. George Washington up 21-0 on Woodrow Wilson. If Wilson were to win that one, it could mean some a little bit of positioning in AA. A couple of the big ones here in AA. Winfield, number 7, up 21-10 on number 14 Point Pleasant. One of the biggest scores right now, though, Nitro, 21-12 over number 2 Scott. So both the number 2 and number 3 teams struggling in the first half against their respective opponents. Fairmont Senior had a 14-0 lead on East Fairmont in the second quarter. No score from Mingo and Mount View. Chapmanville up on single A man 10-0. Bridgeport up big on Lincoln High School. Hoover up 50-20 in the second quarter with Logan. Just an absolute barn burner. Lewis County up 42-0. Frankfort and Kaiser. Big game as far as positioning in that back half for AA. Frankfort up 14-7 at the half on Kaiser. If Kaiser were to win that ball game, it could cause a lot of chaos in that 12 through 16 positioning in AA. Braxton County up 14-6 on Clay County in the first quarter. Wayne up big. They're fighting for their playoff life. 33-0 on Poca. Check a couple of single A scores here if there's anything crazy going on. Pretty much everything you can imagine. Williamstown up huge, 51-7 on Wheeling Central at the half. Bluefield in AA, they're fighting for a playoff spot. They're up 7-0 on number 4 James Monroe in single A. Wahama up on Buffalo. St. Mary's up on Ravenswood. Cameron up on Pendleton. Tyler consolidated a close one at the half with Doddridge 7-0. No score from Wirt and Webster County. Like to hear that one before the end of the game. See how the Fighting Eduardos are doing. Not a lot of other action in single A. Gilmer County up, or they're tied, with South Harrison 6-6. It's a little bit of a surprise. You would think Gilmer would have the edge there. But, Drew, as always, most important score and one of the more shocking of the night if you ask most people around the state. Roane County trailing at the half, 14-13 to the Golden Bears of Oak Glen as we are getting so near to the second half kick.
Well, there's so much to be said in Class Single A, by the way. There are 28 teams still alive in Class Single A, so a lot of jockeying for position will be done tonight. Again, there are no Saturday games this week. It's all Friday night in the state of West Virginia, 70 contests. So we're going to know everything after tonight is said and done. The question we're going to find out here in the second half is, did Roane County come to play? Raiders will kick it off to Murray and Burt. This one, squib kick. And it will be Murray at the 14-yard line, heading to the near side. There goes Murray to the 30, to the 40, to the 45-yard line, and he has got big yardage once again.
Could have easily been a hold call, and the flag is down. I think the official caught it.
There is a penalty at the 43-yard line, and a hold is the call. John with the eagle eyes up here in the booth. That will move them back 10 yards. And we will now see if Roane County is the second half team they claim to be and have been throughout the year, and if they can get back into the intensity game here to try to match this Oak Glen team.
Yeah, you look across and you can see Clay Walker still trying to get that ankle right. Leland Schaefer is going to be the guy going to be playing linebacker here. You can see the fire that this Roane County defense seems to have right now.
1st and 10 from the 32 for Oak Glen. Roane County trailing 14-13. They'll motion the running back across from the wing. They'll give it to Burt, and he will pick up yardage to the 35, and that will be it. Give him 3 on the first down carry.
Coben Cottrell comes in, wraps up. Brandon Richardson helps out.
Couple of house cleaning issues defensively, setting the edge, John Penna mentioned at halftime, and wrapping up and tackling these very strong running backs right now. Second down 7 from the 35 of Oak Glen. Single wing with back split in the backfield. Hankey across to the far side in motion. They'll fake the give. It's going to be Murray himself. That is how you set the edge, young man. Andy Jetton did his job, and Murray comes right into the teeth of the defense.
Jetton, Bunner there to make the stop, too. That's where you end up wrapping everybody up, and you take them to the ground with some force. Murray, a little slow to get up.
He took a tough shot there. Forward progress got him back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down 7. Opening possession of the second half. 10:35 and rolling here in the third. Roane County trailing Oak Glen 14-13. Golden Bears break the huddle with 5 seconds on the clock. They've got to hustle again. Murray from the shotgun, motions Hankey, and that was broken up, but here goes Murray again. The ball is on the ground and kicked right back to Murray. Wow.
Yeah,
they sent Hankey in motion, and I think he came across late, John, and everything was messed up from that point, but you still had the feet of Murray.
Yeah, I think Murray was just moving a little too quickly for the play, and he slipped. I think his knee was down, actually, when the ball came out and kicked right back to him. So Raider defense comes up, shows what they're able to do. They're really tuned in right now, and I like how Roane County's come out here in the first defensive possession here in the second half.
10 minutes and rolling as Mozingo stands at the Oak Glen 5. Watson and B. Rich back deep. Standing near the midfield strike. Mozingo has laced into a couple nice ones here tonight. Punt away from the lefty, high, end-over-end kick, lands at the midfield stripe, takes a bounce forward to the 46 of Roane County. Good field position for the Raider offense.
So what you wanted to see out of the defense, now we're going to see what offensively we do here. Still looking on the sideline, Clay Walker not coming into the game. He's a big cog in the offense, but we have some JV guys with some experience this year, a lot on varsity level. So we'll see what we do offensively to try to get this ball into the end zone.
One thing I just noticed there, one of the 4 seniors, Sawyer Hunt, he traveled all the way from Indianapolis to get here today. He came up to the offense while they were getting set in the huddle, and he was screaming, "Let's go." He'll be the running back dotting the I formation. Greathouse under center. Cottrell slides into the wing. The handoff, that is Sawyer Hunt, and he will put the shoulder down and pick up 9.
Yeah, Saul, meaning business, his first carry of the evening, I believe, goes for big yards. Lane Watson, the lead guy there for the blocking at the fullback spot.
They'll call down the ball down at the 46, so 8 on the carry for Sawyer Hunt, but he hit that one straight north and south. 9:15 and rolling. Raiders trailing 14-13. Hunt still the eye back. In front is Watson. Twin receivers to the left. Snap, give. That is off tackle. That is Watson. He's got 5 before he's touched, and he'll get down to the 40 and down to the 39 before he is dropped. And now a very late flag comes in.
Yeah, he still was not down. We'll see if they blew the whistle and some other activity.
And it's going to be a little extracurricular activity on the Golden Bears. Again, that's something that Watson creates, John, because he just doesn't go down quickly. He fights for extra yardage all the time, and maybe the whistle comes in and the guy's not just doesn't hear it or something. So 15 more after the run. Roane County in business now inside the 25 at the Oak Glen 24. 14-13 Golden Bears. Under 9 and rolling, first offensive possession of the second half. They'll turn, they'll give. Once again, hard running by Roane County's Sawyer Hunt.
Oh, the official took a lick there.
Well, Richardson over with the referee, not the official, the referee, but the back judge there. And he was checking on the official.
He took a pretty hard shot.
So we'll check for a second here. At the moment, the gain is 4 for Hunt. The ball resting at the 20-yard line. The clock temporarily stopped at 8:46. John, did you see what happened there?
Yeah, I think just the Oak Glen player was coming in at an angle and didn't see the official.
It's kind of like he kind of clipped him with the shoulder, the outside part of that shoulder pad right up on the side of the head.
Official is up. Getting some liquid in. In these games and situations like this, there is a spare, if you want to call it that. They do have a backup referee in every crew just in case something like this goes down. And they've got some tissue outs, and there may be some blood coming down. It's not just Roane County and Oak Glen taking hits and giving them.
Right. The official on the bad side of that one. Looks like he'll be okay.
It's just one of those cases where the official was looking to his right Yeah, that Oak Glen player was looking back toward the play and just kind of running sideways. Neither one of them saw each other. And like I said, that right side of the shoulder pad clipping the official right in the side of the face.
I don't know why Bobby Boucher just hit me right there. I think you zigged when you should have zagged. Back to the action. 2nd down and 6 for Roane County. Ball resting at the 20 of Oak Glen. Raiders trailing 14-13. Defense stopped 3 and out. Offense on the move. Split back formation. Greathouse under center. Hands it off. That's Watson bouncing it outside. Leaps over defender. Breaks a tackle at the 10. Down the sideline. Dives to the end zone. Did he stay in is the question. No. He will be called out at the 3.
I'm not real sure about that. The official on the far side was a little further back than what I like. You can see Lane Watson just doing work here, getting himself to the outside. Brandon Richardson with a nice block, trying to tiptoe the sideline and get to the pylon. I think he was probably in, but that's
about
just
as
me.
good a camera work as you're going to get from this high up angle. That was very close.
Great job, Katie White, as per usual. I formation, 1st and goal from the 3 for the Raiders. And it'll be Greathouse keeping it himself. Is that correct?
It was.
And he is near the goal line. He'll be about a half yard shy, 2nd and goal from the 6-inch line.
Very close. I think maybe Matt might have made Katie mad or something. He was giving her a lot of props there.
I'm a smart man, John.
They'll actually mark him down with the ball at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. 7:30 and rolling here in the second half. Raiders trailing 14-13. 3 in the backfield. Greathouse turns, gives. That is Watson. Bounces it to the outside. All the pressure was interior. And the Raiders, well, that is what you like to see, John, in the second half. 3 and out defensively, a good drive offensively.
Yeah, put that thing back out in front. Raiders are up 19-14.
Imagine the Raiders will go for 2 here to try to stretch this lead to a full 7. Greathouse heading to the sideline to check with Coach Paul Burdett.
If you're Coach Hamrick, what do you call right here?
Oh, absolutely the delay pass. The question is, will I be correct here? 3 across in the backfield, staggered. Everything heading to the right. Let's see if it is. They'll roll to the right. Greathouse cuts it back to the outside. He's going to look for the edge. He's got one man to beat, and he'll dive to the end zone. Look at Jacob Greathouse go. That is a gamer type of play on a 2-point conversion.
Great play, but an unbelievable comeback block by Leland Schaefer. Very aware. You can see here on the replay, Schaefer tries to take out one, and then is Jacob Greathouse to the edge and diving in for that nice 2-point conversion play.
That was a big play for Greathouse. Everything was heading to the right. I thought maybe the backside tight end screen, but they didn't throw that. They were going near side with a tight end drag to the backside, and Jacob just didn't have time, John, so he shows that he has elusiveness and the toughness to get it across. 21-14, the Raiders now lead, Matt White.
Yeah, gamer play. The smartest thing right there, you said with Leland Schaefer coming back for that block, he did not try to go for that kill shot. He kept his hands out in front. Beautiful block. I've been preaching it all year. Avoid that penalty. Great drive for Roane County. 6 plays, 54 yards, 2:27 off the clock. Lane Watson, a 1-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion attempt. Great play there by Jacob Greathouse. 21-14, Roane County finally back on top.
Raiders have snatched a slight bit of momentum here. Let's see if they can keep it going and try to take over momentum. This one high and deep. Murray, though, again at the 5-yard line, following Burt to the near sideline.
Hold.
And there he goes, but the flag comes down.
B-Rich got tackled on
that. That flag thrown underneath Brandon Richardson's rear end, so you didn't see it for a second. The flag, though, down at the 24-yard line. And that will take back Murray's big return again. I'll tell you, Murray, though, impressive, John, just a sophomore.
Yeah, very much so. This is the last game that Roane County and Oak Glen will play in the regular season, so we won't get to see this gentleman next year, which is a good thing, I think.
I think, again, you look down the roster, there's just 22, and of those 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are seniors. But Logan Murray is not one of those seniors, so that is a big deal to have that young man back. 1st and 10, the ball all the way back inside the 15 at the 14 of the Golden Bears. Murray from the shotgun, flanked on both sides with a wing to the far side. Murray will keep it himself, off tackle. Big run, but he'll be lit up at the 17-yard line. Falls forward to the 18, and he is down for a second as Richardson lined it up nicely.
Yeah, that thing. B-Rich comes down very quick. Good to see Clay Walker back into the football game, the Mike linebacker. That's going to tune this defense in a little bit more. Lane Watson also there to help out making the stop.
Just got a message from our good buddy Jorge from La Finca, loaded up at the Route 33 Steakhouse. We do appreciate them being one of our sponsors here. Route 33 Steakhouse, they play all the Raider football games live on screen. It's one on the ground. The ball is loose, and a bunch of people jumping on it. It looks as if Oak Glen may have got there quickly. That young man has a knack for the ball. Hebrock was the one who stole it away to score in the first quarter. And he jumps first on the football. That will lose yardage, though. I said Jorge from La Finca. He's from both La Finca and Route 33 Steakhouse.
Yeah, both places. Great to have in Spencer. We love those sit-down restaurants and really good food.
3rd down and basically 10 once again. Twin receivers split to the left. Murray from the shotgun, flank to the right. They'll send a motion man around. Here is the scissors misdirection play, and unfazed was Roane County's 2 linebackers on the right.
Yeah, Lane Watson diagnosed that thing from the get-go. That's just a kind of a counter comeback. Lane filled that spot, goes down low, makes the tackle. Another defensive stop for the Raiders here in the second half.
A second straight 3 and out for the Roane County defense, leading 21-14. 5:18 left in the third. Mozingo punting once again from his own 8-yard line this time. Clean snap, leg in. This one angled over towards Roane County sideline, and somebody yelled it out to our good buddy Fleroy, and Chad Blosser took off towards the sideline to get away from that football.
Yeah, great field position for the Raiders. Now we're going to see this ground and pound offense like we did the last possession. Still looking out there. Clay will take a break here offensively. I think Roane County had things rolling last time. I think we're going to look to see a lot more of that.
Well, you're trying to limit him if he does have an injury tonight. The goal would have been not to have to put him in at all, but you just had to have him right now. If you can get a score here and maybe another stop, then you're thinking, okay, now we can maybe not utilize Clay Walker. 1st and 10 inside of Golden Bear territory at the 49. They'll motion Richardson around the backside. They'll hand it off to B. Rich, and he is fighting for what he can get. He'll only get one, though.
That time it's just that same look. It's a lead. I think Brandon got there just a split second too quick, and he was on Lane's block too fast and wasn't able to get his eyes upfield to see where the hole was.
Just a yard on the carry, 2nd down 9 from the 44 of Oak Glen. 4:30 and rolling here in the third. 21-14, Roane County leading. I formation. Greathouse under center. Now they'll motion Cottrell to the edge. They'll hand it off. Sawyer Hunt fighting for yardage. He is running hard now here in the second half with the absence again of Clay Walker. Sawyer taking that mantle.
Yeah, Saul there that time just follows a couple of the big men up front, Hogan, Greathouse, and Freeland clearing the way. Lane Watson doing a great job blocking as well from that fullback spot.
A little over 5 on the carry, brings up 6 actually, brings up 3rd down and 3. The yard to reach is the 35. It stands right now at the Golden Bear 38-yard line. We know that Coach Matt Peary was challenging the offensive line at halftime before they even went in to the locker room. Richardson takes that one on a hard run, no doubt about that one. Richardson north and south to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, put the shoulder down and picked up 4 yards after contact. Just a great showing of our offense here. Gut check in the locker room. they're coming out and they're responding to what the coaches are asking.
We'll move the chains at the 32-yard line. 21-14 Roane County, 3:10 and counting, third quarter action. Raiders methodical here in this second drive after taking the lead on their first offense possession of the second half. Split back formation. This time it'll be Watson. Lane up the guts. Still fighting for yardage. He'll pick up 4, maybe 5. Just a hard young man to bring down.
Yeah, give credit to Oak Glen, though. And the interior defense, once they get a hold of you, they're not really going to let go, and they're going to gang tackle. But a nice pickup by Lane Watson.
Give him 4 on the carry. Second down, 6. Ball resting at the 28 of the Golden Bears. 2:25 and rolling. Quarter number 3, 21-14 Raiders. Greathouse taking his time here. He'll approach the huddle with 8 on the clock. Raiders have to hustle here. 3 on the clock, 2 on the clock. They'll snap it with 1. And Sawyer Hunt will pick up just a yard.
Yeah, the hole closed up quickly. I don't think Roane County's offensive linemen were able to fire off because they were trying to get that snap down as fast as they could.
Gain of just 1 yard, 3rd down and 5 in 4-down territory, though. Ball spotted at the 27 of Oak Glen. Minute 40 and rolling, third quarter action. 21-14 Raiders by just a score. They'll go heavy package with Richardson spotting the eye. Richardson to the outside, shoulder down, right near the yard to reach. The question is where was the knee down? The knee is going to be called down short.
Yeah, right here, this is 4-down territory. Flowers comes in low and tackles B. Rich before he's able to get across that mark.
Well, the question is whose number will be called here. My money is probably on Lane Watson. You'll have Coben Cottrell in the backfield as well. Richardson spreads it wide all the way across. Greathouse under center on 4th down and a half a yard. Watson's got the first. He's got more. Still fighting down to the 15 and leaches forward at about the 13 where he'll be down.
Yep, puts the shoulder down, trucks somebody, and uses those long limbs to pick up extra yardage. Roane County cooking right now.
Going tempo now. Quickly under center on 1st and 10. Richardson off tackle. B. Rich. A big hole to run through inside the 10 down to the 6.
It's like one of our offensive linemen dinged up just a little bit. I believe that's probably, it looks like it's Hogan Greathouse. He's going to get a breather as Richard Greathouse, his twin brother, come in.
10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The question is, will Roane County run a play here towards the end of the third? They will not. Roane County leading it now, 21-14. Still a lot of work to be done as the Raiders come back with a very good third quarter. They've got it 2nd and short from the 6 of Oak Glen after this.
It's cold outside. Better check that propane tank. Star Weld behind Spencer Middle School will fill your tank when you bring it in. Star Weld also checks your tank for safety to see if it's damaged or dangerous in any way. Don't trade for someone else's grungy tank. We fill yours. Safety, 7 days a week, and service. Shop Star Weld for propane, welding gases, and supplies. Let Star Weld fire you up. Behind Spencer Middle School, dial 927-2520 or stop today.
A solid third quarter for the Raiders. 2 defensive stands on 3 and outs. A score on a methodical drive. In the midst now of a second methodical drive are the Raiders here in the second half. They lead, though, just by a score, 21-14. But they're knocking on the door at the 7 of Oak Glen. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Raider offense.
Yeah, it was just like the Raiders took a little while to get themselves settled. Looks like they just got off the bus here at the second half.
We'll take it. Roane County much more life here in the second half. And let's see if they can continue the momentum here. I called it 2nd down and 2. It's actually 2nd down and 3. The yard to reach is the 4, not the 5.
It's the first time your eyes have done you wrong, Drew.
Yeah.
First time ever.
First play of the fourth quarter for the Raider offense, leading 21-14, trying to cap off this drive. Roane County, they might not get this play off. The clock running down quickly, and the Raiders have to call a timeout. Wow. The Raiders will call a timeout to begin the fourth quarter after having a fourth quarter timeout for a minute.
That formation is the only in that formation, Clay Walker seems to be the only guy that really runs the ball. The last to pick up that first down, Lane was the guy that took that carry. So some different guys in different spots, maybe not lining up the proper way, and just a little confused out there, but luckily we have a couple timeouts to burn.
I'm all for Roane County taking time off the play clock, but they get a little bit nerve-wracking from time to time.
Especially when you're coming out of that fourth quarter timeout. That's you need to come out there and ready to go.
So the Raiders will burn a timeout right off the bat here in the fourth. They lead 21-14, and again, this game is far, far from over. The Raiders need to continue to play the way they played that third quarter throughout the next 12 minutes. If they can do that, they will pick up the victory in comeback fashion. They were down 14-13 at half.
Hogan Greathouse checking back into the game. Guarantee you Jared said rub some dirt on it. Get out there.
2nd down and 3 from the 7 of the Golden Bears. Greathouse under center, 3 across. Watson takes the carry. He's got the first down, but a flag comes in, and Roane County will false start after the timeout, after the fourth quarter timeout.
Drew's a little stressed up here.
Well, let's just say in a game against a 1-8 team that you know is going to come with all they have, the Raiders have not been as focused as I would prefer at the end of the season. 5-yard loss on the play brings up 2nd down now and 8. They'll back it up to the 13-yard line.
That's only the second penalty on Roane County, though, but untimely.
I formation. Handoff. That is Hunt. He is into the secondary, and it doesn't take long to get it all back. That makes the blood pressure go down a bit, says Sawyer Hunt has been a focal point here in the second half offensively.
Yeah, I don't think he got a touch last week, but and in the first half I didn't see him touch the ball, but in the second half he's been tremendous.
Raiders 2 for 2 now in the second half offensively. And after picking up the big 2-point conversion on the first, Coben Cottrell set to do the kicking here with 11:45 left in the game. The snap, the hold, the kick, and again, snap hook to the left. Things not going great for the Raiders, but they are winning now by 2 scores. 27-14, Roane County will be back.
I'm Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear, we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. Well, Matt White, Roane County able to pick up their second score of the second half. Their defense 2 for 2. The offense also 2 of 2.
Yeah, that time a 9-play drive, 45 yards, 5:15 off the clock. Sawyer Hunt with a 13-yard touchdown run. Extra point kick was off the mark, but Roane County with a 27-14 lead now. 11:45 to go here in the quarter.
Again, lots to still play for here. Roane County got to keep the momentum on their sideline. Coben Cottrell set to do the kicking from the 40. Burt's back deep with Murray. It's been Murray every single time, and he has been dangerous every single time.
Murray Scurry.
This one squibbed, looking for an up man, and they'll take the medicine, because there you go. It's at the 36, which is better than what Murray was doing.
Yep.
Murray was putting them past the 40, and the Roane County kick coverage team said, fine, we'll take it at the 36.
Defense has been very good here in the second half. Let's see if they can continue that.
11:40 remaining. Two sustained drives offensively for Roane County and 2 3-and-outs for the defense. Again, Oak Glen showing the ability to be incredibly dangerous, though, offensively. Split back formation with Hankey of the wing to the left. Now Hankey across in motion. Murray turns hands. That's Burt spun around at the 35-yard line, and it will be a loss of a yard.
Nice play that time, diagnosed by Sawyer Hunt. Linebacker breaks down, makes the tackle in the hole.
The senior showing leadership here in the second half, not just with his play, but verbally. Well, they'll give him the line of scrimmage at the 36. Yeesh.
I don't know about that.
Second down and 10. Hankey wing right, split back formation. Now Hankey across to the wide side in motion. Hand off again. Burt trips over his own player. Ran into his lead blocker and fell.
Yeah, that time Sawyer was a little out of sorts, but tripped up by his own man.
Again, Hunt has been gone the majority of this week, and he's been busy in Indianapolis. It's not as if he has a ton of time.
He wasn't on vacation.
To be doing any film study. So he is learning on the go here and playing quite well in the second half. Third down and 6 from the 40. Scissors misdirection. There goes the running back Flowers. He's got a big gain and a first down. That is an extended misdirection play on a scissors.
Yeah, it's a play that we have seen quite a bit from St. Mary's. They just like that underneath counter, and they're able to get a block on our linebacker, and all of a sudden he's into the secondary.
They needed 6, got way more than that. The drive will continue, 10:05 and rolling. Roane County leading, but not by much, 27-14.
Real quick update, Nitro up 28-18 on Scott right now.
Just wild. Shotgun for Murray, flanked by 2 running backs. He'll keep it himself, trying to bounce it outside, and he is upended by Lane Watson.
Yeah. Two right there, baby. That's a wrestler making a beautiful tackle. You want to get better at football, get familiar.
Boy, and Murray slow to get off the canvas on that play. He's taken some really hard shots here tonight, and you can see in the body language from our vantage point, he is struggling right now. 2 on the carry, 2nd and 8 from the 40 of Roane County. 9:15 and rolling here in the fourth quarter. Roane County leading 27-14. Shotgun again for Murray. He'll hand it off to Hankey in the backfield, and again, Jacob Bunner, the big mitts, and he's dragging Hankey and trying to keep him backwards. He let go, and a penalty still called.
I think he hurt the officials' feelings.
He let go.
He never slung him to the ground or anything.
He pulled him backwards, and as soon as the runner was down, he let go.
Yeah, it was nothing ill intent there. It was just, I guess, maybe a celebration. I don't know. Pretty cheap if you ask me.
It's a bad call if you ask
Coach
me.
Paul Burdett is beside himself on that call. No absolute way. That was not good. That was Bunner trying to keep a hold of a running back who was still trying to run, and as soon as he drug him to the ground, he let go. Supposed to let him go, I guess, is the play. 8:35 and rolling. New set of downs at the 30 of Roane County for Oak Glen. Murray from the shotgun.
Busted play.
Murray is not going to be able to get away this time. And Murray down again in the backfield, and he is again going to have to try to drag himself up. That time, Coben Cottrell off the edge.
Yeah, makes the sack. I was afraid the official was going to throw another flag because Coben got up and bumped him, but He kept it in his pocket.
Loss of 8 yards on the sack. Second down, 18. 8 minutes and rolling here in the fourth quarter.
Another quick update on scores. Frankfort and Kaiser tied at 14 apiece in the fourth quarter. Clay County up 28-6 on Braxton.
That first halftime score must have been on the wrong side.
Oh, and Murray is shaken up here a little bit as Oak Glen's going to burn a timeout as the play clock running down. They're going to have to check on Murray. He has been a gamer tonight, but he has been hit hard a lot specifically here in the second half of play. 7:40 left in the game, 27-14 Roane County. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia, to expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration. Contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics. Murray back into the ball game, handing it off to Flowers, soft tackle, and again, the way Flowers has run on the outside edge, John, has been great. Putting him off tackle has not been quite as effective. You got a couple of the backs I think they could use for that. He didn't have a chance to get those feet moving quickly.
Yeah, he's a quick guy to the outside and get it inside. Pretty tough for him to run.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up third down and 15 from the 35 of Roane County. They've given up a couple of first downs on this drive after going 3 and out the first 2 defensive possessions. 7 minutes and rolling here in the final stanza. The Raiders leading 27-14. Murray from the shotgun. Fakes the give. Nope, he'll hand it off again to Flowers. Tried to get him in motion. Sawyer Hunt up there. Jacob Bunner in the backfield once again.
B. Rich, the first guy to make contact on Flowers. Flowers tried to spin out of that and wasn't able to get his footing.
No gain, brings up 4th and 15. Golden Bears look like they're going to be going for it here. Why not? 6:30 and rolling. Raider defense looking to make it 3 of 3 defensively in the second half. Double wing formation. Murray from the shot. Actually, he'll be under center, sorry. He'll look to throw. Looking for that screen. Richardson approaching. Richardson will drag Murray down, and that one tipped at the line of scrimmage. And again, Murray having to pull himself off of the turf with some help from Cottrell and Jetton, but the fourth down play will be no good.
Pressure by Richardson and a tip pass. Sawyer Hunt there. Nice pressure the Raiders were able to bring.
Roane County holds for the third possession. Again, you're just looking at Murray right now. Hands on knees, bent over. He has given a ton here tonight, and he has impressed me for sure. I'm sure he's impressed a lot of people in this facility.
Another quick update score. Number 10, Doddridge, single A. Number 12, Tyler Consolidated, tied at 13 in the fourth.
1st and 10 for Roane County. They'll go with the split back formation. Twin receivers to the right. Watson bounces it to the outside, then tries to cut it back. Nowhere to go. He'll be drugged down at the line of scrimmage.
Sam Wright makes the tackle for the Golden Bears.
Clock is in Roane County's favor right now. Under 6 minutes and rolling. 5:45 to be exact. 27-14. Raiders by a pair of scores, but again, they started the second half down 14-13. Everything's been methodical here in the second half, so a lot of time melting off of the clock. Raider offense in zero hurry. They'll snap it with 5 on the clock. That's Richardson. He untouched the first 3 yards and then ran into a wall. Brings up third down and 7.
Yeah, just a bunch of fellas met there in the middle. Another quick update. The Fighting Hickmans up 30-0 on the Fighting Eduardos. break that down. Nobody?
I'm sorry. I'm
good.
Webster?
There you go, Matthias.
Wasn't sure exactly what you were looking for there, John.
Well, that was the Hickmans and the Eduardos.
3rd down and 7 from the 37. Hand off to Richardson. Looking for the first down yardage. He has got it, and he fought hard to get to it before being shoved back 5 yards, but he just passed the 45. And that was the last 4 yards, all Richardson. The first 3 of them were great lead blocking.
Yeah. That time, Richardson just takes on the block and continues to pound through and picks up the first down. Nice, tough run there by Brandon Richardson.
I will not do that, Bill Higgs, not at all. 1st and 10 for the Raiders, and the clock continuing to melt here in the final quarter of play. Nearing 4 minutes, 27-14, Roane County. And once again, the Raiders unable to snap it before the play clock runs out. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it's been a challenge here tonight, folks. Roane County with a timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:01 left in the ball game.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
4:01 remaining in the ball game. Roane County has taken the lead back in the ball game. They trailed 14-13 at the half. 3 and out twice in a row defensively and 2 sustained drives. And the Raiders are on top now with the lead, 27-14, and a fresh set of downs to 45, looking to melt the clock away here and finish off what has been not the best performance, but you don't always have to play the best. You just got to win. That's
right.
number 1 in the books.
That's right. And sometimes the team needs to get a little gut check.
1st and 10 handoff for the Raiders. That was Coben Cottrell.
Coben's first carry of the evening.
Picks up 3 on the carry.
Guy's a tank. Tough to bring down, 220-pound junior. He'll be back again next season.
Yeah, the great thing is they're just continuing to scratch the surface of his ability levels in football. Try this, okay? Well, you're good at it. Try this, okay? Well, you're pretty good at that too. Put him in the backfield this year a little bit. He's not bad there. Give him 4 on the carry. 2nd down and a long 6. This time it's going to be Hunt. And he'll pick up a couple more. And the clock continuing to melt, nearing the 3-minute mark. Well, Hunt's had a great second half, John.
Yeah, he's really been the vocal leader. You know, he's a senior. He expects a lot out of the guys that are on the team with him. And it's really good to see him take that role. And it's nothing fake. He is a leader of the team.
3rd down and 4. They need the 45 of the Golden Bears. It's just across midfield at the 49 at the moment. 2:45 and rolling here in the 4th. Greathouse going to roll. He's going to look to throw. Dumps it out. He has got Cottrell. What a catch. He took a heavy shot with his arms extended. He won't pick up the first down. He'll get a couple, though, and it'll be 4th down and 2 for the Raiders. Greathouse, I think, John, had to deliver a little early.
Yeah, it was a nice pass, but a great catch. Like you said, he takes some punishment there on this replay. Roane County going to go for it.
Well, this is the game for the Raiders. If they make this first down, they can officially run the clock all the way down to zeros. Greathouse trying the hard count, so Glen not jumping. They need the 45, and Roane County jumps again. Oh, my sweet sassy molassie. I haven't said it for a while.
Great googly moogly.
And the Raiders will back up 5 yards. It'll now be 4th down and 7 with 1:57 left. Roane County leading 27-14. Raiders are going to stay on the field here. They've been confident in the second half, and why not? They've been very effective in the second half. They'll need the 45 of Oak Glen. It's at Roane County's 48. They need 7 full yards, I formation. Pitch to the near side, Richardson. Following the lead, blocking, and he won't get it. Slowed down, and he will be dropped at the 50-yard line. Well, he's been a patient runner, John, so much this year and been so good at it. I think he had the edge there early if he'd have just put the afterburners on. But again, I say that, and he's a 1,000-yard-plus rusher this year.
Yeah.
So he has done what has worked well for him this year. So Roane County turns it over on downs, but they'll give the Golden Bears just 149 with which to work, and Roane County leads it by 2 scores, 27-14.
I was really surprised because talk this week was Brandon Richardson might not get a chance to play in the game. So you got to tip your cap to him of being a gamer here tonight.
They'll spread a pair of receivers to the far side. Now they'll bring Hankey back in motion. Murray looking to throw deep. He has got a target down there and caught by his big tight end, Alex Dennis, the 6'3", 230-pound senior. He got behind the entirety of the secondary and a score with 9 seconds off the clock.
Collision. We had 2 guys going for the ball. You had Brandon Richardson and the freshman Brody Proctor. A collision, the ball lands right in his hands, and Jacob Greathouse not able to make the touchdown-saving tackle. I look out there and I see Proctor. He's got a knee issue already. That's going to be tough for him if he's going to have to be out in any kind of coverage because Oak Glen's going to look to throw the ball around.
Things get very, very real now. An extra point to cut it to 6 with 1:40 left. The snap, the hold, the kick is through, and this Roane County team has certainly not helped the cause tonight with regards to the way Oak Glen has battled and Roane County has been flat. And you face now 1:40 on the clock, and you know what's coming, John. It's going to be an onside kick. Now, at the professional level, that's a rarity.
Yeah.
At the college level, a little less rare. At high school, it is not rare that an onside kick does not go the way of the kick return team. The Raiders have got some work to do here.
Yep, hands team better be ready and get those hands up to field the ball. Like I said, Proctor's kind of making me nervous. I'm not sure if he's in on the hands team, but he took a pretty hard lick. Want to make sure that he's okay. 1:40 left here to go in the ball game.
Just a great play by Murray once again. Couple of fakes in the backfield. Hid the ball and then planted the feet at about the 45-yard line and launched it down the field over 2 defending targets. And into the hands of the tight end, Alex Dennis. It is now 27-21, and Roane County must use the hands team, and they must get this onside kick. Normally Dennis the kicker, but that is not the case this time. Not sure who it is. The
50.
Raiders ready to go. Onside kick. And Roane County jumps on it, and whoever that young man is owed a steak dinner. Is that Saul?
That's Leland Schaefer.
Leland Schaefer with the play. 37-36 side by side, and the play of the game. I'll dare say it shouldn't have had to happen, but, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So the Raiders now, with possession, got to hold on to the football. The way this game has gone so crazy, I hate to have to say that. 1:40 left. The Raiders, how many timeouts left, Matt, for Oak Glen?
I think they've called 2 this half.
Hand off, Sawyer Hunt. Hold on to that football, young man. He'll get a couple of yards. That's not the important part. And here's the timeout for the Golden Bears. 1:32 left in the game. Roane County surviving at the moment. They've got 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining. We'll see if they can do it after these messages.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
We believe the final timeout on the board for Oak Glen. Roane County 2nd down and 8, leading 27-21. They'll pitch it to the Richardson to the near side. B. Rich cutting it back against the grain. Inside the 45, and a nice gain on 2nd down to the 42. And nope, apparently Oak Glen had only called one timeout because they will call another. So the Raiders will have to run this play. And if they don't get the first down, they are going to have to go for it on 4th and get it because it looks like the time won't run all the way out. But at the moment, it is only 3rd down and 1. The ball spotted at the 42 of Oak Glen. They need the 41. 27-21. Never thought I'd see this one tonight, but the Golden Bears, as we talked with Cody May, said they're throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Roane County, and the Raiders have really, really struggled with it. They have got the lead back, though, with a couple of big plays defensively and offensively in the second half. But a big play by Oak Glen has cut it to 6. And it's 3rd and 1. No more timeouts for the Golden Bears. You get this first down, game over. Greathouse will go under center. 3 bigs in the backfield. Leland Schaefer in the backfield. Actually, no, that's Colton Starcher. Handoff. Watson, first down and more, down to the 35. Still holding on. They've got to call this thing dead eventually. And they let Lane Watson up there like a sitting duck for a good extra couple seconds. But nevertheless, he'll hold on to the football, and Roane County will earn the first down, and now they can kneel on it.
Yep. Just an all-around tough game. As Coach Cody May comes up into the booth and gives us some knuckle love there.
Hey, let's just say he is not exactly thrilled as well about the way it has gone down. But, again, if you're playing a team that has nothing to lose, and they played so well, did Oak Glen, you've got to survive. And Roane County, with one more play, looks like they may survive. There's a penalty down. What in the world is this? Delay of game for the Raiders. Just one more to tack on.
All right.
Raiders will back up 5 here. That'll stop the clock. And they will have to snap it again. Greathouse goes under center. Kneels on it, and that will do it. The Raiders come into Oak Glen, and it was, let's just say, the opposite of what we would call pretty, but effective nonetheless. The Raiders are going to escape New Cumberland with the 1-8 Oak Glen Golden Bears, and the Raiders are going to win it, and they will improve to 9-1 in the regular season. They will host a playoff game next week. Let's hope they shake everything off about this one before next Friday or Saturday. Break to take for our sponsors. When we come back, recap the ball game, have your statistics and your Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts player of the game and your Paramount Surveying play of the game after these messages.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Benjamin Franklin is credited with saying an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so it is with daily and regular professional preventive dental care. Brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, combined with regular professional preventive care at least twice a year, can help provide a lifetime of dental health. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental Associates at 304-927-2775.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Stop by Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
Just why D&D with dynamite. They'll treat you right. D&D with lots of cars. D&D with sell
Come on down to D&D Motors and see Dan for your next quality used car. And for everyone who already has a used car, come and see Donna and her team of mechanics at D&D Customer Care for all your maintenance needs. From oil change to brakes and tires to alignment and everything in between. D&D, we are a full-service business that can meet all of your automotive needs. Call the dealership at 304-519-2157 or D&D Customer Care for your next appointment at 304-927-5688.
We welcome you back to Oak Glen High School. Roane County finishes off the regular season at 9-1 on the year. The Raiders will secure a home playoff game for next week at least if they are able to win. We'll see what shakes down after that. But the Raiders right now huddled up at the 30-yard line, and I would imagine a big collective sigh of relief is what the Raiders are feeling right now as they were sent to the limit by 1-8. Oak Glen. This thing started like Roane County was going to run roughshod over the Golden Bears. The opening kickoff returned 78 yards by Roane County's Lane Watson for the first score. Immediately, Raider defense goes 3 and out defensively, a punt for Oak Glen, and you're like, wow, Roane County came ready to go. Not the case. From that moment on in the first half, the Raiders looked sluggish. They did not look focused. They did not look like they had a lot of energy. The next play, the first play from actual scrimmage for Roane County, they attempted a double reverse. The ball hit the ground. Watson in the backfield picked it up. While he was being tackled, looked back to Richardson, who was 3 feet behind him, tried to pitch it back to him, and it was taken away in midair by Hebrock and returned for a touchdown. And it was 7-7 at that point. You kind of laughed it off a little bit if you're Roane County. You're like, okay, well, we tried something crazy. It didn't work, and it didn't work to the worst possible degree when they score. But you're getting the ball back, and Roane County did, by the way. And the Raiders went on an 8-minute-plus drive in the first half, marched it right down. Okay, good. They're back into it 13-7. But it just didn't look like the Raiders had that oomph about them tonight. Meanwhile, Oak Glen was flying around the football. They were making plays defensively, trying to keep Roane County off the board. They didn't. The Raiders scored, missed the extra point to make it 13-7. Oak Glen comes back and scores late in the first half, kicks the extra point, makes it 14-13 at the half. Roane County trailing at the half. The Raiders needed to be a second-half team. They needed to show more motivation, more intensity, and I think, again, as I mentioned, the body language of one of the 4 seniors, Sawyer Hunt, right off the bat on the opening kickoff when he ran down, helped make a play, and then was fired up as he was walking back to the defensive huddle. Once Roane County got a 3 and out there. He was headed to the offensive huddle, and he was screaming at the O-lineman, let's go. He was fired up and trying to bring that fire to the Raiders. The Raiders, although they didn't do it quick strike in the second half, they did have 2 tremendous drives, really not challenged a whole lot in those 2 drives. They just were very methodical down the field, took a lot of time off the clock, scored twice, got 2 straight 3 and outs. It was 27-14 at that point, and there was only a little bit of time left in the ball game. In fact, 1:40 left, and Roane County was unable. Roane County was unable to continue one of their drives late, and they ended up having some issues on a 4th down and what would have been 1. They go backwards on the play. They end up giving up the ball with 1:40 left, and a big play by the young man, Logan Murray, who was great here tonight, both sides. He found his target, the tight end, Alex Dennis, down the sideline. Dennis racing into the end zone, the extra point good, and with just a little over a minute left, Roane County finds themselves up just 6 points to a motivated Oak Glen team. The Raiders had to really make it count to try to get the timeouts utilized and put the game away, but in the end, they were able to, John Penna. For those of you who were hoping to just relax up here, kind of like I was, and just call the game that Roane County we thought would dominate, that didn't happen, but it could have been worse. Let's just say that Roane County could have lost here tonight, and that would have been a major blow to the Raiders.
Yeah, not the performance we were looking for tonight. Let's just say that. But a win is a win, and it's something for our guys to learn from and understand that games. It doesn't matter that anybody that we play can step up to the challenge and give us their best shot. So regular season out of the way, finished 9-1. Which is unbelievable, again, for Roane County. The last 3 years regular season has been tremendous, 8-2, 10-0, and now 9-1. Next week, we just figure out who we see in the playoffs. We're used to being in the playoffs, especially this group of young men. They've been to the playoffs, the junior class, all 3 years in high school. So we've got to focus, tune back in, and I'm sure that the coaches will go back to this game, although we like to move past every game and be 1-0. But I'm sure the coaches are going to bring this up this week and let them know, hey, listen, if we don't tune in, we don't focus, this is what could happen. And just learn from that and come out motivated next week.
27-21, your final score. Matt White, break it down for us.
A much better second half for Roane County, both offensively and defensively. Brandon Richardson leading the way for the game, 17 carries, 66 yards and a touchdown. Lane Watson, 12 carries for 52 and a score. Sawyer Hunt, big second half, great leadership there, 6 carries, 33 yards and a touchdown. Coben Cottrell, 1 carry for 4. And Clay Walker with 5 carries for 23 in the first half. Jacob Greathouse was 2 of 7 through the air for 22 yards, both of those going to Coben Cottrell. 11 first downs on the night, 5 penalties for 32 yards, 1 turnover, and a 25-minute time of possession. 178 yards on the ground, 22 through the air, just 200 total yards of offense for the Raiders in this ball game. Defensively, you had Noah Jett and Brandon Richardson, 5 tackles apiece, 4 tackles apiece for Chad Blosser, Jacob Bunner, and Lane Watson. Andy Jetton and Coben Cottrell each in on a sack. Lane Watson with the big 78-yard kick return for a touchdown to start this ball game. Leland Schaefer with the big onside kick recovery to seal the win for Roane County. For the Golden Bears, it was Aiden Flowers leading the way on offense, rushing 9 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. And Murray was 13 for 34 yards. Anthony Burt was 5 carries for 13. Logan Murray, 1 of 5 through the air for 50 yards and a touchdown. That late bomb going to Alex Dennis to really make this game very interesting down the stretch. 5 first downs on the evening for the Golden Bears. 5 penalties for 50 yards. No turnovers and a 23-minute time of possession. 88 yards on the ground, 50 yards through the air, 138 yards of total offense for Oak Glen. Side note there, 83 rushing yards in the first half and only 5 total rushing yards given up by Roane County's defense in that second half, and the one pass play at the end. Very dominant on defense in the second half was Roane County. For Oak Glen's defense, it was Anthony Burt with 5 tackles, Sam Wright with 5, Xavier Howard and Brendan Friend with 4 apiece, Aiden Flowers with 4, and Alex Dennis with 3. Cameron Hebrock with a couple of tackles and that big fumble recovery for a touchdown at the beginning of the game that really made things very, very interesting and gave Oak Glen a ton of fire and a ton of momentum for this ball game. So you add that all up, and Roane County squeaks out a victory, 27-21.
Roane County now 9-1, finished up the regular season, and now the waiting game and Tailgate Central about to be overloaded with people.
It is overloaded. I can't get the prognosticator to work.
I've already got Coach Jarvis sent me the message and said it looks like it's going to be Indy in the first round. So we'll have to wait and see. Other scores are still going to come in, but Coach Jarvis has been on this all week, which is pretty cool.
They said they were going to close the prognosticator down during the closing of Friday night, so that may be why they have done it, to keep it from spitting steam and wires coming out of it. So, again, Roane County wins it 27-21. There were not a lot of huge plays, but in the first minute and a half of the game, there were 2 big ones, one from either team. Obviously, John, the biggest play of the night for Roane County came right at the beginning.
Yeah, it was going to be 1 of 2 plays, either the official getting knocked down or this kickoff return. So I'm going to go with the kick return. Lane Watson opening kickoff. He takes it right up the gut, puts a move on, and is to the house. He makes another house call this season. Lane Watson into that beautiful end zone here in Oak Glen.
And congratulations to Lane Watson with the opening kick return for the touchdown, our Paramount surveying play of the game. One final break to take for Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. We're going to give out a Player of the Game award on offense and defense, and we'll wrap things up here from New Cumberland, West Virginia after these messages.
It's almost back to school time, and you know what that means. Morning school bus stops, student drop-off areas, and evenings spent driving the kids to all their activities. With all this in mind, safety is key. Are your wiper blades effectively cleaning your windshield for a better view? Do your brakes help you to stop on a dime? Whether you need brakes, rotors, calipers, wiper blades, or belts, Willard Starchers has the best staff in town and keeps quality parts in stock to ensure your car is safely operating in tip-top shape. Stop by Willard Starchers today, located behind Spencer Middle School, or give us a call, 927-2520. Willard Starchers, open 7 days a week.
We welcome you back to Oak Glen High School, wrapping things up here tonight. Roane County finishes the regular season with a tough victory, 27-21 over Oak Glen. The Raiders now 9-1. They'll host next week's playoff game. We'll find out officially who they play and what day as the night and the weekend progress. Time now for John Penna to distribute our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game awards.
Yeah, it was a tough all-around game, statistically and carry-wise. But the guy that sparked it for me offensively is going to be Sawyer Hunt tonight. The senior, he had 6 carries for 33 yards and tough runs every time he touched the ball. Found his way into the end zone as well. So Sawyer Hunt offensively for Roane County. And then defensively, I got to give it to the 2 guys inside, and that's going to be Jacob Bunner and Noah Jett for the second week in a row. Those guys made a lot of tackles in the backfield and really helped the defense kind of mold really get the second half shut down against the Golden Bears offense.
27-21, your final score here tonight. We'll be back in action next week. It'll either be Friday or Saturday, depending on the opponent. We do know that Roane County, though, will be hosting a playoff game for the second straight year and just the 3rd time in school history for an opening round matchup. Don't forget, Wednesday night, Raider Review coming up. We'll discuss maybe this game with Coach Paul Burdett. We probably won't. We'll probably talk about next week only.
We'll talk about this off air.
That'll do it for us here tonight. For our entire broadcast crew, Lauren Randall, our studio technician, back at WVRC Control, Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies, providing the graphics, the scoreboard, the instant replays, Katie White, our camera person. I'm just out of it, guys. Our camera person, Matt White, our statistician, John Penham, my color commentator. Swolby's with us as well. I'm Andrew Miller. Have a wonderful night and rest of the weekend, everyone.
You've been listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC 104.7 FM. Raider football has been brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Penna's Barbershop, Roane General Hospital, Route 33 Steakhouse and La Finca Mexican Restaurant, Macintosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, Joel Baker Law PLLC, APS Air Production and Service Inc., Old Fences Realty, Stats Pharmacy, Richard's Lawn and Garden, Miller's Suds and Sales, Anita Harold Ashley for Circuit Judge, Phoenix Nutrition, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Dildra Supply, Family Health Care, Groves Auto, Ford Depew Realty, Norman L. Daniels, State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Josh Downey for Circuit Judge, ECI Environmental Compliance Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Minnie Hamilton Health System, Roca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, INS, Intelligent Network Security, Rich Top Rentals, Spencer Cash Saver, Brandon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Kirby Insurance, Philip Beaver for Roane County Sheriff, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. Thank you for listening, and tune in next time for more exciting play-by-play action with Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Roane County High School football broadcasts are a production of WVRC 104.7 FM. All rights reserved.